What did it look like, Jared? That like Breslow was saying to Clay?
He's like, hey, motherfucker, check out these fucking stats, man. Look at this. We got Vorp Sorp and Dingle Dots. And
Dingle Dots. Check out his Dingle Dots.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Section 10 podcast. Here are your hosts, Jared Carabas, Coley Mick, Steve Peralt, and Tyler Milliken.
oh, fuck. What's up and welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 631, presented by Kalshi. It is the home of your 36 and 46 last place Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carabas, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Micken. He is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog Bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building?
In the motherfucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by Jose Bouquet.
Fuck the Yankees.
Yeah, Jose. Fuck them, man. Section10merch.com, patreon.com/Section10 podcast for all the bonus content that we be throwing out there. You got merch discounts on there. The membership cards are rolling out. You got Down on the Farm. You got Clean 40. Tons of shit. We got deals on packet. Oh, we got the blogs. T put out a blog today. We got special pricing for combo packs with the BID Patreon. Everything you want, we fucking got it, dude. We got it. You know what I'm saying? And the Red Sox got a sweep of the New York Yankees, a 4-game sweep, exactly how we drew it up. We never doubted this team. That's the crazy part, is that everyone else was out on them, and we were just saying right here on Section 10 that this was an easy series. You had Cam Schlittler, easy dub. You had fucking fat ass Garrett Cole. That was actually, I did say that was an easy dub, and it was. What asshole went up against Tolley?
Will Warren,
easy dub, and then tonight,
Watch the whole game live on TV.
Say, that's the one you forgot.
Yeah, and then Carlos Rodon, he gets taken to the woodshed by this vaunted lethal Red Sox offense. Man, what a series! What a series! It was something to behold, and I don't even know what to say, man. Like I feel like we already said it before the series started. We just, it's exactly how we drew it up.
We all saw that coming. Everything that just happened. And if you listened, you'll agree. If you listened to the last episode, we're like win, clean sweep. We also said like, hey, probably going to be a no-hitter in the 8th inning in the last game, and then Sonny's not going to do
every
it.
game.
Every game was like a no-hitter or a perfect game.
Yeah, no big deal there. They were talking about it in the 4th inning. That was a little early.
T ruined the no-hitter tonight.
Fuck you for saying that on a night like
Whoa,
tonight. We're having fun. We're having fun, and you're not going to blame me for that shit.
That's crazy, man. Not only did T ruin the no-hitter tonight, but he was on Nesson calling Matt McCarthy his podcasting tribal chief, which, like, this is kind of just an all... There's 3 things I'm suspending Tyler for. Ruining the Sonny Gray no-hitter tonight, calling Matt McCarthy, who I love, by the way, his podcasting baseball tribal chief. Does Matt McCarthy have a podcast? No offense if he does.
That's my guy.
And then the last but not least thing that I'm suspending you for, T, I tweeted Jake Bennett is a guy, and then you said, I got crucified for I wasn't going to respond because I was like, people are going to think that I'm actually mad. But the context that you put that tweet out made it sound like I said Jake Bennett sucks, or like you were trying to say that he was great and I said he sucks. All I said was it's not the time to be positive right now. Like we were being negative, we were being down in the dumps, and then you wanted to do like a 5-minute tangent on Jake Bennett when like that was not the vibes. Worst team in the American League, and you wanted to do a thing. Like they just lost 2 out of 3 to the Colorado Rockies in crushing fashion. You were like, yeah, but Jake Bennett. I was like, we don't want to hear anything positive. So your tweet, and everyone was like, yeah, T, break off from the 10, T. You're the best, T. Start your own show, T. Yeah, and you were just loving it. You were just loving it.
Single thing. I didn't even like
yeah,
the tweet.
but you were liking
you
all
liked
the tweets.
all of them. You hearted all of them.
Yeah, you did. And I was like, I'm gonna let this context be wrong and have people cheer you on because I'm a team guy. I want people to prop you up and be a T fan. But that tweet was horseshit. You know it.
I'm going to address all 3 of these accusations in one swing here.
How are we starting here?
And I'm going to do it very rapidly. The first one.
Already too slow for rapid.
Yeah, this is.
I'm gonna go so
The first
fast.
one.
That's fun. That's weaponizing.
This is great. This is gonna be a nice long one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
If he's ready.
He's scrambling.
The Sox beat Delta. More Durbin bombs. Take shelter. Early start. Stella.
Timeout. How did you not do the Boston accent for that?
That's gotta be Shelter.
It was coming in for Stella.
Take shelter. Yeah, like, nah. All right, from the top, do it in the Boston accent.
Appreciate that.
There we go.
The Sox beat Delta. More Durbin bombs. Take shelter.
Yeah.
Early start. Stella.
Yeah, see? That's
Do
great.
it for all of them.
Totally sick as shit. Willson, all he does is lift. Ketchup. Let it drip.
Fucking dude.
The Bennett boys fuck. Culver Sox. Garbage truck.
Sox.
Seigler.
Garbage.
I'm love struck.
Ziegler.
Fucking Seigler.
Sonny, so damn close. Sox sweep the Yanks. Boston toast. Duran, not a ghost. A series of haikus by Tyler Milliken.
Those are, all right, T, those are all excellent.
Yep.
Can we redo the second one, but on the second line for Willson Contreras, can you change the line about to have him, it's something about him sucking tits? Can you do that one over?
We're just doing Taikus
You
minutes
idiots.
for 2 hours.
You moron. How did you not see
On
that?
that third one, if you could bring an ass in there.
Garrett Cole sucking cock.
All right, from the
He
top.
cannot beat the
Yeah, from the
Sox.
Yoshida rocks.
Totally sick as shit. Willson, the man licks big tits. Ketchup, let it drip.
That's perfect. Hey, Taikus of the Year nomination on that one.
All right.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like Drake when he would be like freestyling and the phone's right there and he's just going bar for bar off of it, like Tim Westwood.
That was the whole series. I mean, I feel like the whole series was excellent as far as Taikus are concerned.
There was an unreleased one in there.
What do you mean?
The Nesta
Because you didn't
night.
do tonight?
I never posted.
Oh,
Wow.
Ooh.
wow, it's an exclusive.
Durbin laying bunts. Ben Rice, what a cunt.
Slitler, you suck, cunt.
Boom sauce.
Yeah, on Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning that there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position for a limited time. Download the Kalshi app and use the promo code SECTION10 to get $10 when you trade 10. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, trade on anything. Shout out to our presenting sponsor, Kalshi. Yeah, what a series. I mean, I feel like it's been a while since we did the Notebook, and it's because the season has been so dog shit and it's been depressing. Tonight's, hey, we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We're starting with the Taikus. Yeah, the Notebook is still a no for me, dog. But like, We can go game by game here.
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
I mean, what just happened? We got to talk about tonight.
Let's talk about tonight. Yeah, let's talk about tonight. Tonight was first of all, started the night listening to Will Fleming and Lenny and Joe Castig on WEEI, and then came home, went to Santapio's for pizza, but then I came home and put on NBC, and even the TV guide said Red Sox Yankees, and then I saw there was golf on the TV, and I was like, oh, maybe they're just like cutting in to show us what's going on. And then I'm just like sitting around. I was like, this is a really long cut in. And
20 minutes later, I figured it's probably not a cut in anymore.
Yeah, but it threw me off because if you look at the TV guide, it said Red Sox Yankees. So then I knew, like, you know, in the preview, it's like NBC Peacock, and I was like, all right, so I'll throw on the cock, and there the game was. I don't know if people, like, obviously the last one had Loomer on it, and it was excellent. Middlebrooks was on, and Benetti and the Rocket were up there, and people were all bummed out because Clemens was like the Yankee representative. I was like, Clemens is like, he's kind of like a neutral at this point. Like, I don't really, that doesn't bother me at all that he was up. Like, I think he's a fantastic baseball analyst. So yeah, I was going with the 3 broadcast. I had my phone on the desk with the radio. I had Peacock going on one screen, and I had Hogdale on the other screen, and then I had Discord on the other. So I was in the shit tonight. I wanted all the Sox Yanks series finale coverage that I could get. And oddly enough, you know, when they go up 2-0, you had a home run derby with the 2-run knock. I feel like how, you know, I'll back T here for a second. What I thought we were witnessing kind of took over by like the 5th or the 6th. And I was like, I have to piss, but I don't want to get up because I don't want to, like, if this is going to be a night like this, I don't want to miss a pitch. Like, I don't, like, I feel like when, you know, Buchholz threw his and Lester threw his, it's like, yeah, like I was watching, but it was like, you know, I can't remember, like, you know, oh man, by like the 6th inning, I was really feeling it. Like, I just remember the final outs. So when it was starting to become a thing in like the 6th and the 7th, I was like, I really want to be present for this and locked in so I can remember where I was and what I was doing and like the progression of it. I really thought it was going to happen tonight, and not going to say I was disappointed when it didn't, but it was a nice little reminder that as a baseball fan, I still really care about that. Like I feel like, you know, because it's been since 2008 since Lester threw his, and it's not something that happens super often in Red Sox history. Like, part of me is like, I don't even care about them. It's because like we don't get them. But like when we're about to get one, I'm like, oh man, like this is gonna be fucking cool. So I mean, realistically, what really disappointed me is that you had a chance to no-hit / perfect game the Yankees every night in this series, and you couldn't get one. That's what really disappointed me. It wasn't so much that Sonny gave his up with 5 outs to go. It's the fact that every Red Sox starter in this series could have thrown a no-hitter, and we didn't get one, so I'm disappointed.
I will say
it was going to start getting interesting there. It was what was the pitch count? It was a season high, 94, somewhere around there, 94, 95. And they did show Tracy, and I'm thinking like, this is going to get kind of dicey if they keep him in. They had somebody warming up in the 8th inning there. Obviously, they take him out the second and happen. I haven't been like, I kind of had the butterflies going there. It was like the 7th inning, and I didn't really know what to do with myself. And for this team and how annoying this season has been, I am thankful that happened. Like, yes, the no-hitter doesn't happen, but even just feeling something, feeling any kind of enjoyment. And it wouldn't have just been a no-hitter. It would have been the first one in 18 years, capping off the first 4-game sweep of the Yankees in 8 years. Like, there's a lot that stacks up here. To T's tweet that he put out there, the first time that maybe you have a little feeling of, could this be a run? Because nothing else has even been close to this so far. I mean, it should be a 7-game winning streak right now, if we're being honest, considering what happened in Colorado. So it was weird to feel good tonight. It was really annoying to be pissed tonight. And then I didn't know what to do with myself by the bottom of the 10th.
I'm like Peyton Tolley, where, you know, they asked him when he started thinking about the perfect game / no-hitter. Coley, give me a second. He's like, I started thinking about it in the third inning. And
I'm basically the same as Peyton Tolley.
no, I'm the same way. I start thinking no hitter after the first time through the order every single time. And the fact that it has been 18 years that there's adults at this point in time that haven't seen a Red Sox no hitter, maybe that breaks my brain because I was 10 and 11 years old when I watched Buchholz and Lester do it in back-to-back years. I started to just think this was everybody's life. You got to enjoy these things all the time. And I'm someone who still gets mad about Curt Schilling's no hitter back in 2007 with Shannon Stewart. But when I saw Clay in the booth or in the box with Craig Breslow, that to me felt like this is one of those weird baseball moments. The fact that Clay Buchholz was there. When is Clay Buchholz at Fenway? Never mind.
I don't think I've ever seen it when he's not pitching.
And we're having this moment where somehow Sonny Gray is having a career night. And last year he had that Maddox and he gave up a hit in the fifth inning. But for a guy like Sonny Gray, who is inching towards the end of his career, there is a higher magnitude to these moments because you only are going to have so many chances at it. You're only going to get so many opportunities while your stuff is still playing at the level it is. So I was rooting so hard for him. You mentioned the Red Sox side and all the momentum and all that. But seeing Clay Buchholz, that to me took it to the next level because I felt like, man, I could picture like a documentary on this 5 years from now. And they're talking about Clay Buchholz was there and it was the perfect kind of set of events. I'm pissed it didn't happen.
Clay Buchholz has never brought it to another level for me. And Steve, I was watching his pitch count tick up, and I was like, "Fucking break him, dude! Like, I don't care. Like, go get it. Like, this is not my problem long term. Like, I don't throw 140. Scott Shields this shit. Throw 140 pitch. I don't give a fuck. Go get it." And then he gave up the hit, and T was posting it, and he was doing a dance on the internet. You couldn't believe it. His Yanks finally had a moment. I was disgusted.
Why don't we hold the broadcast accountable? I'm shocked that
they were talking way too early. That was pissing me off. Fourth inning, they're like, we might have something special. And I love Benetti. Honestly, I thought it was a great booth. You alluded to it, Jerry, but with Clemens and Middlebrooks. Will, by the way, credit to Will. Because without saying it, he basically said it. He's like, can you guys shut the hell up? Like, stop talking about this right now. This is the team that I call games for, that I played for. You're 100% jinxing it. And I'm not normally a jinx guy. I think jinx people mostly suck as humans. If you really like, don't jinx it. Shut up. But like this was, it felt different tonight. I don't know. There's been other Red Sox like no hit bids that I'm like, this isn't going to happen. This one felt like it actually was going to happen.
I think that's to Jared's point where like they did it outside of Connolly Early, who was like, let's get these runs out of the way and then they're not going to score the rest of the series. Every other game was exactly this. So it was just like, all right, if we get past the fifth, now we're kind of locked. Because when it totally loses, the sixth.
Yeah. Yeah. How about we have some accountability for that one? Because that is way more egregious than anything I did.
He had a tough broadcasting night.
I didn't. It was a good cast.
It was a great cast. There were just a couple things you started to call out that immediately went the other way.
No.
Okay. All right.
Biggest Spencer Jones fan ever.
Jerry, you were bringing up T's tweets that you thought were nonsense. You had one that I thought was utter woke nonsense when you tried to attack Michael Kay for saying the Red Sox shouldn't be doing Yankees suck chants.
I didn't say that.
No? Mm-mm. I seem to remember two of us on this very program had no problem with it.
That's not what I said.
Okay, what'd you say?
I said,
gonna be rapid here.
It's so long ago at this point.
It's a long series, 4-gamer.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a long series. It's been a long month. It's been a long season. There's
no doubt.
They just swept the Yankees, man.
Yeah, they suck. That's what I've been trying to tell people, but I got a lot of pushback when I said they suck.
No.
That's
your
a separate
world,
conversation. Jerry, they shouldn't have even applauded when the walk-off happened tonight. All the people in Fenway should have just walked out.
Look at the standings.
What's the point?
Imagine a dead silent Fenway. Like, let's get out of here. These stupid guys.
I didn't say that.
They did it.
I didn't say any of that. I've been taken out of context a lot recently. And
I'm just happy more people are coming around to realizing that the Yankees do in fact suck. Garrett?
My stance was I didn't like the Yankees suck chant when they were losing or playing a team that isn't, like the Scots were chanting Yankees suck and they were losing to like whoever the fuck they were playing. I was like, that I don't like. But if they're beating the Yankees, then yeah.
I don't need to be beating anybody to let people know.
If
Mikey
you're
does-
if you're
Mikey
the
doesn't
worst
need
team
the
in the
f-
American League and you're out there losing to the fucking Marlins, I don't need Yankees suck.
That doesn't bother me. Never has, never would.
That's fine.
It's a mindset.
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most
They
people
suck this
agree with
weekend.
you. Most people agree with you. I'm not saying that I'm in the majority opinion here. I don't like it when the team sucks and you're losing. It's like it bothers me as much as Sweet Caroline when you're losing. It's like it's not good times never seem so good. Like it's not so good, so good. Like it's so bad, and like that's just how I feel about it.
They should only play Sweet Caroline when they're ahead. I agree with that. I understand why they do it this way. It's just not a war we're going to win. But I don't care. I don't need to be 162-0 to let people know.
That's fine. I don't feel that strongly about it to battle back.
Michael K does, and boy does he! Every time he does something like that, he looks like such an idiot immediately. Like the Yankees never get his back ever.
That's
They
kind of when
never
I
have
felt
his
like this
back.
was going to be a sweep. I feel like the second he started doing that, I'm like, y'all ain't winning a game this weekend. Like that's how that's going to go. If there's R.I.P. Sterling, but if there's anything with Yankees announcers when they like start feeling themselves, I'm like, it's about to go bad for you guys, like really, really quick.
Immediately.
It's almost a guarantee.
I was looking through my Facebook memories today, and I want to say 5 years ago, so that would have been 2021. The Red Sox completed a sweep of the Yankees at Fenway Park today as well. So I just feel like June Fenway series, the Red Sox just be belt to ass Yankees baseball. You know what I mean?
I got something for you on that, Jared.
Yeah.
The Boston Red Sox, this blew my mind. I graduated high school in 2008. That was a long time ago.
Long time
Thank
ago.
you. Yeah, this has nothing to do with the series. I just want to just confirm.
Yeah.
I graduated high school. All right, back to you, Jared.
Yeah.
No, since 2008, this is crazy, by the way. The Sox are 18-1 in June Fenway games against the Yankees. The only one they lost was my boy Doogie coming back with the Yanks and hitting that solo bomb off of Bayo to start that game and acting like they just won the World Series. They then would just go downhill after that moment happened.
Verdugo,
That was the
too.
same night the Celtics.
That was the end of his
What's that?
career.
Yeah, no, same. That was the beginning of the end for him, unfortunately, outside that little Brave stretch that no one forgets. But yeah, that was the same night the Celtics lost Game 4, which I was pumped about because then it came back to Boston. But 18-1 in June Fenway games against the Yankees, 23-4 in their last 26 June games in general against the New York Yankees. So they are their daddies in June.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Look out for the June Sox when they play the Yankees at Fenway.
Telling you.
Here we are. Yeah, so this series, it was a fun one. Do we want to like work backwards? Because I feel like tonight was so, like tonight, even I want to ask you guys how you felt when it was 2-0. Aroldis Chapman's coming out of the bullpen again in the ninth inning to protect a 2-run lead. Undoubtedly, if the Red Sox lose that game, it's on Wilyer Abreu. You got to hit your cutoff man. That shoestring catch that he tried to make, this is a dude that's defensively one of the best. Is he not the best defensive right fielder in the American League, T?
He's won back-to-back Gold Gloves. And keep in mind, earlier in the game, he had the game-saving catch for Sonny Gray. If he got to the end, it would have been his highlight that was the best play of the day to keep it going.
Yeah. I'm willing to give him a pass just based on how great he's been defensively since he's been in the big leagues. And B, it's like, I don't know how you can't, as a human being, be like, dude, like imagine if you were playing baseball in a foreign country and then back home, like your entire country got destroyed by an earthquake and there's like tens of thousands of people that are still missing. And you've got to just be like, well, I got to be a professional, go out there and play against the best players in the world. Like, I don't know. I judging by the replies that I got on the tweet, I'm in the minority for feeling that way, which is like kind of sad that like your everyday normal person can't be like, yeah, you know what? That is a really difficult position to be in. And like, I can totally understand if his head wasn't completely in it or if he's in an emotional state and isn't playing with a clear mind as he normally does. And that wasn't even I didn't even say, it's not your fault. Like I didn't excuse him. I was just like, yeah, I feel bad for him.
No.
All I said was I feel bad for the guy.
You're not wrong. I when you put that out there, I totally understood what you were saying. I think the broadcast did a great job of talking about Venezuela, what's going on all weekend, honestly, even though every game felt like it was on a different channel. And I think every game was on a different channel, but it was just obviously it's you can't really. They're two completely separate things to me. If we're being honest, like I just was stunned that Willier made that decision to go to third. Like absolutely stunned. That's one of
he made the decision to go halfway between third and home, and there's
actually it would have been great if he made the decision to go to third. They would have been in great shape. Like I feel like they still would have been okay. Like obviously it's not the right call, but if he just threw it to third, they probably win the game. Instead, it goes to nobody, and then Chapman looks like he can't move. But yeah, it was just considering the game situation. And if you're a Gold Glove outfielder, you have to know before that ball's even hit, there's a 0% chance I'm throwing this ball to third base. This is in every single scenario here going to second base. So when he threw to third, I was honestly stunned. Like just yelled at the TV, no. And that's about as bad as it could have gone. I don't know who Durbin thought was behind him at the time, because he kind of gave up on that ball thinking that like Chappie would be backing up home on a.
I'm going to deke
what
him.
was going on.
Check this shit out. And then, oh, fuck, there's nobody.
It felt like one of those plays where you slide.
I was like, what? Yeah, it was, the whole thing was bizarre. But no, I mean, these guys are playing with heavy hearts. There's no getting over that part of it. The human element, that trust me, it's an enormous part of this. And I feel like we have more Venezuelan players than any team in baseball, maybe.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, maybe when I was younger, I wouldn't have thought that way. Like I would have just been like, yeah, dude, like, you know, you just got to fucking get out there and play baseball. And like I don't know, probably maybe it is like getting to know the players as like, you know, when you're younger, you just turn on the TV and then the team is there and then you turn it off and like, that's it. So it's almost like you're just watching a TV show and these guys are characters on your favorite TV show. So you don't factor in like the human element, or it just doesn't matter. But then like you get to know like they're just fucking they're just people like you, and they're like that's their job. They play baseball. So yeah, I maybe it was, I don't know. I honestly was just very taken aback by how many people were like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like it's entirely his fault that they lost this game.
But if you just stay in baseball terms, it's stunning to see Willier do that. Just in terms of the guy that we know out in right field, I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy that he threw to third base. But yeah, I mean, your fan brain's going to kick in, and in the game situation, that's just an insane move to throw the ball to third base.
Yeah,
but
not,
I mean,
not an excuse. Like if they lost that game, we would have come on here and been like, yeah, like Willier, like they lost that game because of Willier. We would have said that.
And that's a double play in extras. That's like an easy double. I like that Rizzo painted that picture, because I don't know if they did a great job on the broadcast. It's like he could have walked that ball to second base in the 10th inning and had a double play.
Yeah.
So no, but trust me, this. What they're going through right now, you can see it. They're crying.
Yeah,
this is like the worst earthquake ever, and 2 of them happened in their hometown. Of course, that's brutal. It's the worst thing ever.
I think a majority of people just don't even know the players' backgrounds in certain ways. Like I think we're the sickos that live online, but like you said, Jared, I think a lot of people come home, they go on Twitter during the game, they're kind of hanging out. They know that things are going on and that it's a conversation around the sport right now, but to like immediately apply it to him, I think most people probably don't even think that far. And beyond that, most people probably are just too wrapped up in their own shit to even think like that or put themselves in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah, that's on me for giving the internet too much credit for having information.
Yeah, it's not indicative of how people really feel.
Yeah.
Because I heard that what they were doing before the game, Narvaez, Contreras, Abreu out kind of on Yawkey Way, talking with everyone, with fans, taking pictures, getting money from Red Sox fans, Yankees fans. Oh, yeah, you're right. When they were walking around out there, hand up. When they were out there, they were doing it like 40 minutes before first pitch. Like this wasn't something where they went out 2 hours before. Like they were out there really doing their best. They've done video content with the Red Sox to try and push these things. These guys are carrying a lot on their shoulders beyond just baseball right now.
Yeah.
Willson Contreras, look at his IG.
No, seriously. I mean, and they had mentioned on the broadcast, and I didn't know this until they said it tonight, that there's 70,000 people that are still not accounted for after this. Like, come on. Like, this is just a all-time bad thing happening back home. Of course that's
like that's like, I mean, they haven't gone into specifics, but like I have to assume it's like friends, family, like people, friends of friends that, you know, are affected. And it's like, yeah, dude, I don't know that I could just go out there and hit the ball and catch the ball. I don't know. I would just be
If they weren't playing this weekend, I don't think anyone would have blamed them, honestly.
No. Anyways, it didn't matter, thankfully, because of a comeback that was mounted in extra innings that I, for one, didn't see coming. I thought once the Yankees got that.
Before we get to the comeback, like I would have come on here and been like, Chapman needs to get his shit together. Like as much as Willier could have made better plays, Chapman was giving up hard hit after hard hit. Like it just isn't. It's not what I like. I get you just tied the fucking record, whatever one that took 2 weeks to tie. I can't have you standing there like that when everything just went to shit like that.
I think that play of him trying to get to the ball, he was not moving well at all. Again,
he's hurt.
Yeah, part of the problem
to me is like starting to get like to a louder point where like it's clearly not that much better. It's still impacting him, and it feels like a month at this point.
But he's still throwing 100.
Yeah, but the results recently haven't been great.
Yeah, I mean, the Rockies won. Human. Yeah, no, I agree.
Some 94s.
I thought the Blue Jays one was extremely unlucky. I think the ones since then,
sure,
he bounced back on Saturday, and looked, I think, closer to the version of Chapman we've wanted. But definitely, as of late, he has not looked like himself.
It's also just it's a feel thing with your closer as a fan. Like as of lately, he comes in, I'm like, all right, let's see. Right. Like it's never been like that when he's been here, and even in the Discord tonight, I think we were all in there for a lot of the game. I'm saying like get somebody warm now, and this was like 2 batters in, so that's not good. That's never the case with Chappie.
No, and I think the other thing too is the way that he's been used this season. It's like, yeah, he might pitch once every 10 days, and then the Yankees are in town, so you're gonna pitch every day. You know, sure. like I'm sure his body is just like, what the fuck is going on right now? But
he's doubled his walk rate from last year. He was 2.2 walk per 9. It's 4.4.
Yeah, I mean that's just basically pre 2025 Chapman. Like that's just like kind of like who he's been. And then last year it was like, oh, just don't walk people. And he's like, oh, all right, yeah, sure, that sounds good.
They forgot, like whoever got fired forgot to keep the aim guy.
Mm-hmm.
His
that
name's
was
Connor
a big
Wong.
guy. We didn't need him, but
no. But yeah, anyways,
improbable comeback.
Sonny Gray goes 7 1/3, allows the 1 hit, punches out 9. His ERA is down to 2.69. So he does qualify for the ERA title now, yeah?
Should, yeah.
Not that he's gonna win it, but like, you know, he's gonna get, if he stays in the American League, which I don't know, I feel like probably not. Like all the teams that need him are National League teams for the most part.
No one in the AL should be buying.
No, I agree. That was my final tweet of the night. I said, if the American League shouldn't be allowed to participate in the postseason if that's the best team we got.
The hot take: the Red Sox are what, +5 now? I think they're 4th in run differential in the American League, which is insane. 10 games under 500.
Whole league sucks, man.
If Sonny Gray qualifies, really he'll be 5th, and Ranger Suarez will be 6th in the American League ERA right now.
Pretty good. But yeah, it was a blown save, second of the season for Aroldis Chapman, and then your boy Slayton. The runs were unearned, obviously, because of what happened defensively behind him. But I did not have the Red Sox winning this game. Once it was 4-2, I think I was in the Discord when Chapman came in. He was taking a sip of his like little mini water bottle coming out to the mound, and Hogdale was like, "Is it Chapman?" I was like, "It's Chapman." We didn't know if he was going to be used again. And I put in the Discord, I was like, we are at the very least at the point where you should have swept. Like, that's a good place to be, you know? Like, worst case scenario, we are going to open the show with, at least we should have swept. 2-0 lead, Chapman on the mound in the 9th inning. Like, that's should have swept territory. You're not going to be like, oh, yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's like, well, no. Like, Chapman on the mound, 2-run lead. You should have swept that game or the series. But credit to the Red Sox for not rolling over and dying. I want to, pathetically enough, I would love to see some research on how many 3+ run innings the Red Sox have had this year. I can't imagine it's very many.
Can't be. It's got to be the least in baseball, right?
For sure. For sure. A 3-run inning, like you're mostly hoping for 3+ run games, never mind innings.
I feel like when they have scored, though, it has come in like
bunches,
8-run innings.
Yeah. And it's always in like the 9th inning when they're already up 3-1. It's like, and Red Sox win 9-1. I'm like, okay, didn't really need them there, but sure.
It was just the second time this year they've been down 2 runs or more and came back.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No.
And so it still only happened once when they weren't given a courtesy free runner to start on second base.
That is true.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's definitely with an asterisk there.
It just happened so quickly. I think that was like what was so wild. It felt like we got in and Seigler has that weird moment back and forth with the pitch clock, and you're like, all right, what's gonna happen? Masataka Yoshida, I don't even think they announced him as the pinch hitter before that ball was in right field. Like the ball was already down the right field line. I'm like, I didn't even realize he had stepped up to the plate yet. But to have them back or go back to back, and Yoshida, big series from him, especially with what he did against Cole. Seigler, who's been a bit of a spark plug, and if I probably told you 7 or 8 days ago he was going to be taking Mickey Gasper's spot in a lot of ways, I think people would be surprised. But Seigler's earned a spot on this roster, and he seems to have something going on in that dugout, man. Like, he's kind of a spark plug for them. He's screaming at the fans, like, in a good way. Not in the other way.
Okay, all right.
But, like, he's kind of like this energy guy, and they've needed stuff like that. We heard Willson Contreras highlight that so much.
I love that
Massa
quote,
have
by
a
the way.
moment, you know?
I love that quote. Not to jump ahead here, but the Willson Contreras situation on Friday night for Unobstructed Views on Nesson with Tyler Milliken and the McMahon in studio with Jonathan Papelbon. Willson Contreras hanging out over the plate. Like, I used to hate Willson Contreras when he was on other teams. Like, he wasn't even playing the Red Sox, and it would still just bother me because that's his game. Like, he wants to get under your skin. And he got under the skin of the New York Yankees, and it was just so obvious what he was trying to do, and I appreciate that. If I were a Yankee fan, I'd be like, dude, this guy fucking sucks, man. Like, he's just trying to ruffle feathers. He's trying to get hit so that he can pretend to be mad about it. And it's like, exactly. He's trying to spark a lifeless Red Sox team in a dog shit season. It's a Friday night. The Fenway's packed. It's Red Sox Yankees. There's no buzz at all for this series. He was trying to create buzz. Like, I get why that would be annoying to everyone but Red Sox fans. But as a Red Sox fan, I fit into this demo. I saw exactly what he was doing. I was like, I love it. His quotes after the game, he was like, I don't know, man. Like, baseball can be boring sometimes. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm trying to go out there and rile up the other team and spark something between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Like, aren't we supposed to do that? Like, aren't we supposed to hate each other? Like, all the questions and the logic was perfectly sound from Willson Contreras.
I'm not going to disagree here, but Willson, I'm going to need you to fight once. Give me one. Like, this has now been 8 times, 7 times.
But
this
it's
has
perfect.
happened.
They
at this
can't
point.
let him miss a game, though. He can't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's
I
spark.
guess, but, like, I
he's
love a
lighting
charge
the
to the
spark,
mound.
and then he's not getting suspended. That's
There's
perfect.
levels to it, though, right?
I
The Brewers
guess.
one was him, like, actually angry. You saw there was a real, like, holy shit, I'm about to go there. I'm about to throw down, with his own brother, behind him playing in that game as well. This game was clear, especially when he got to post game. You didn't get the crazy kind of quote we got last time against the Brewers. It was that stuff. So I think you could see the difference when he's trying to get guys going versus when he sees red, which is part of the Willson Contreras experience. So whatever. What do you have to lose? The best part was Will Warren. Warren was terrified. He's like, I don't know. He's not making eye contact.
I think also confused.
Yes.
He's like, what the hell is this guy doing?
And Contreras is just barking and barking and barking. Like, Ali Sanchez, I think, went over and hugged him at one point. And that was like a moment of them like trying to get on the same level. But listen, anything to get this team going, man. This is why you love to have them on your team and other teams hate them.
Correct.
There's a non-zero chance it cost Coley a no-hitter.
How?
The hit came directly after that.
The Yankees hit?
It was the next half inning.
Oh, you're
wasn't
saying it just like fired them up, I guess?
No, I'm not saying it fired them up, but it like broke up everyone's rhythm. Like the benches cleared. Yeah. Like it just was not the same game after that. I
will say the atmosphere at Fenway, because I try not to miss any Willson at bats now. Like I was getting the Judge Burger at Yankee Stadium. I missed them go deep. I'm like, you deserve this. So I want to make sure I see all of them. And I even looking at it, I'm like, what's going on? Like I'm like, oh, did he get hit? It wasn't a walk. He must have got hit. I'm like, no, he didn't get hit. It was a walk. And then looking at the replay afterwards, I'm like, this is so Willson being Willson. Like it's got a little Manny against Clemens in it where it's like you talk about looking for a reason why. I mean, it does kind of have a little bit of that in it. But again, I love Willson. He obviously hates us because he blocked us. But like I think that I just need one time. I just need to charge the mound. I need one. I get what you're saying. Like I understand it's like we need Willson. You don't want to lose him to suspension and all that. But I feel like once you get to a certain amount of these, like no, fuck you. What the fuck? Like, he's in the 100th percentile of hold me back. I just need you to go out there one time and knock a dude. And this one would have been hilarious if he got walked and he just went out and clocked him in the face. Like, dude, I walked you. I didn't even like hit you. What the hell is that all about?
That's what I thought he was saying in real time was like, you're a pussy for not hitting me. Like, that's how I was reading the situation. Like, I'm standing on the fucking plate. You still won't hit me, you coward. Because that's the type of thing he would take disrespect to, not hitting me as well as hitting me.
He does this so often that I always love watching the opposing post-game show and seeing the clips from them because they all sound the same. They're like, you guys know the deal. He does this all the time. Like, he's going to yell at our guy. He's going to say he's a pussy. And then like we're gonna go on to the next inning. And this is just because Booney's great. I always think that, honestly, people rip Aaron Boone and he sucks for 0-3 and all that. But I think Booney's a good post-game quote because like he'll say stuff sometimes. Yeah, he'll always be like leaning back in the chair. Like, I mean, what the fuck? What are you going to do? Like he said our pitchers suck because he walked them. Like he hangs over the plate. What are you gonna do? He always kind of keeps readjusting as if he's like doing a little stand-up or something. But yeah, thought it was funny. And I think the crowd was kind of confused. And then obviously when the bench is clear, you get Yankees suck. It was funny seeing the look on Judge's face. He's like, I guess I'll get some steps in here and walk over to first and then go back to the dugout.
That was the emptiest bullpens running out I've ever seen. Like they were like, I guess we're going out there. Like no one cared. No one cared about this situation at all. And then after it cleared, Willson was still yelling at them. Like he was yelling at the I don't know if it was Trent Grissom. I don't know who the fuck he was yelling at, but Jerry?
No, it's Pinky.
I know, but I just go.
I was thinking about the bullpens emptying, and we were talking to Papelbon about the bathroom that they have in the bullpen. If they're out of nowhere, because if you're not expecting it, and there's a kerfluffle, and the bullpen's empty, and you're like mid piss, you kind of have to like hide in the bathroom until they come back, right? Like you can't like finish your piss, come out to an empty bullpen, and then run out by yourself. You can't, right? You kind of have to hide in the bathroom, right?
I thought you were gonna say you got to go with your pants up. You just got to run. Like if
there's a brawl, yes, but like if there's nothing doing, it's like I'm just gonna sit on the toilet and wait for them to come back and just.
I thought you were gonna say have like a designated guy who's like not gonna pitch that night but needs to shit, and the second they run away, you run into theirs, shit in their toilet, and then run back.
This is like when the fire alarm would go off at school and you're shitting.
That's where I thought you were going with that.
That's how you set the tone during brawls. You leave a shit the opposing bullpens.
You just leave an Albert Decker.
They wouldn't be happy.
The team's toilet.
They would. I think that would do more damage than these fucking brawls that aren't brawls at all. Getting back there and like, who's shitting here?
No, Pap was like, it's better to shit in your pants than shit in the bullpen bathroom. That is a better alternative.
That's what
for
I'm
everyone.
saying.
The bullpen's empty. Everyone's running towards home plate, and Aroldis Chapman is just taking a shit on the Yankees rubber in the bullpen.
Ryan Watson's been holding it for 3 days waiting for this.
Warm up on
Somebody
that,
poop
asshole.
on the mound?
Yeah.
I do like that.
That's warfare.
I won't believe these bullpens hate each other until I see them fight in the outfield. If they really were about it, they would just turn and fight out there. They wouldn't join everyone else.
It's
You
never
guys saw
happened,
what
right?
Tommy Canley was doing, right?
No.
He was catching up with former teammates.
Yeah, of course. That's what they always do. They're like, how you doing? How you doing? And then they keep it moving. I mean, Garrett Whitlock like checked in on what was going on. He's like, oh, this is nothing, right? All right. Gonna head on back there. That was fun. That's what it is every time.
Mm-hmm. Not every time, but most of the time.
95% at this point. When's the last real like fight we had?
Puig's been out of the
Red
league
Sox?
for a while.
Just even in the league. Wasn't there one with when Dave Roberts was like, yeah, I'll meet you back there or whatever. Who was that with?
Machado.
And I think that one at least got
Jorge Soler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where he punched him with the ball. I thought that
exactly.
was cheap as shit. But
Yeah.
Reynaldo Lopez. Yeah. Good call, too.
That was a great call.
We got like one season, like league wide per year, it feels like.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of pissed it happened so early. I'm like, well, I guess that'll do it. We're done for the season. But
you think the Red Sox are done?
No, I'm saying when that early one where Soler got hit in the head with a ball, I'm like, that's probably the biggest one we get this year, to Coley's point.
Yeah.
Is that the third this year for the Red Sox?
Benches empty?
Benches?
Yeah.
They're all Willson, right?
Because we had one in the
I think
Twins game, right? With Carantini and Contreras.
I think I was at all of them. Yeah, I was at the Twins game, the Brewers
Brewers.
game, and the Yankees game.
I think that's the third.
0
one.
punches.
Yeah, there was nothing else, right?
So if Wilson's not on this team, we're just a bunch of pussies?
Basically.
Oh.
They also cleared against the Tigers on May 5th.
For what?
May 5th.
May 5th day.
It was Cinco de Mayo.
After Trevor Story was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning.
Oh, yeah. That was Framber.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And even that, like, the Tigers didn't really come out.
No.
The Red Sox cleared the benches and Framber was like, just get me out of here, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. The Tigers were like,
even the Tigers were like, dude,
ass,
come on in. Like,
Yeah.
you suck. I think everyone on that field was like, that one guy sucks, and then okay, let's keep it moving.
AJ Hinch handed Willson Contreras some brass knuckles. He was like, yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck, man.
Do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah. But yeah, Anthony Seigler has been to T's point, quite the addition to the Red Sox offense. Like, I understand when people are like, all right, yeah, we're at the point of the lineup where it's a bunch of 4A guys, and like Seigler's a 4A guy, but he's not hitting like one. And I don't mean that like in a sense where I don't think he's good or won't contribute. It's more just like, is he someone that you circled in spring training and be like, well, just wait until Seigler gets here? Be like, no, but doesn't mean he can't play at this level.
I remember when he got traded here, there was just a bunch of Pat Murphy quotes, like talking about how much he liked the player, how much like he thought of him as kind of like this utility guy, and saying like, oh, I know the slash line was awful. I have the quote right here. I don't know about you, but I look up at the board and I see what do you call it? His slash line. And I'm like, is that right? Because it seems like it's been a lot more successful than his line is. And you did look at some of those metrics and there were things to like, but it's a very quality at bat up there. He's a switch hitter. Defensively, he's gone out there and I think he has +1 outs above average. So he plays solid defense. Cool. He joins this group of like utility infielders the Red Sox have now collected and that play on this team probably way more than you would hope. But based on where you're at right now, sure, let him play while he's hot. And Nick Sogard's going to start a rehab assignment this week. It feels like Monasterio's the next guy on the chopping block at this point in time, but we'll go from there.
I had said this in the Discord, and I'm going to repeat it here on the Section 10 podcast.
Say it again.
I think the thing about Anthony Seigler is he's that kid that showed up to school halfway through the year, and you realize he might just be the coolest kid in school now.
Yeah.
Like, he almost just kind of takes over. It's like, this kid knows what he's doing. This kid's legit.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about this team and the stink that's been on this team for this entire season.
What's it smell like,
that you
Steve?
bring? Oh, it smells like shit in a bullpen toilet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or on a bullpen mound.
Yeah.
But no, with Seigler, he just has this, and you can't fake that, by the way. You can't fake that energy and that enthusiasm, and it's real with him. Even in the ABC interview there after Game 3, he's just genuinely excited to be on this team. And he did have one line where he's like, we're gonna do it. And I'm like, I don't know if many people know that y'all are gonna do anything this year, but I
forgot about that. He
Right?
said it like
He was
he gave the "we're gonna shock the world" speech basically.
Did he? I
kinda
missed this.
did.
Yeah.
No, he was like mega positive, and I could
Yeah,
tell like he
he's
didn't know what else to say, so he just kind of got a little crazy with it. He's like, "We gonna do it." I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but
He's like, we're gonna surprise a lot of people, and I was like, yeah, I would be shocked, man. Yeah.
I was like, let's go, brother. But even after his home run, I love this post game being like, I don't even know what I said. Once I crossed the plate, I was just super hyped up. Loved it tonight. I love that you get that hit when all four of us, and I'm sure everybody listening, is like, this game's over heading into the bottom of the 10th. Sure enough, he gets that leadoff hit, and he's like, let's fucking go. Like, again, you can't fake that. You can't have that be manufactured. That's 100% authentic with him. And he wasn't around for that smell. So like he can just kind of come in and be like, hey, let's reset this a little bit. It's the halfway point. Good time to reset. Jerry?
I did have a thought after tonight's walk-off victory where I was like, if they do turn it around, we're going to look, I mean, at least collectively, the entire, like the whole fan base will look like assholes. Like, it's not like, it's not like there's a vast majority or even like a section of Red Sox fans who are like, don't give up on them. Like everyone is like, this team fucking sucks and this is a super disappointing season. But I was thinking like, man, even if they just made it interesting in August or September, like they were like 2 games out somehow and they find a way, like, I don't know, like miracle shit. Like they find a way in. All of us would be sitting there like a pack of frauds watching them in game 1 of the wild card series being like, yep, we knew we'd be here, right? Like, I don't know. It's going to be like an awkward feeling to be like, fucking playoffs are back, baby. Woo! Like, this is like we fucking called them dead
Get
in
your
April.
tickets to the live show now.
Yeah.
I think we'd only be frauds if we were saying like we told you so. Like no, like that they're still not good. Like they tried to lose today, a game where they carried a no-hitter into the 8th.
I agree.
Like they're 10 games below 500. There's
First game, 6 unearned runs. You could start some real conversation.
All right, you could defend Schlittler in a little bit, pal. I'm talking.
Yeah.
I was trying to help you.
There's nothing fraudulent about saying that this team has been dog shit for the first. It's fucking July. There's still 10 games under.
I'm with you, but I think, and this has kind of been my defense in past years where they've like even last year, it's easy to forget. Like they I want to say there was an Angel series at Fenway and they had like a walk-off home run or something like that. Like, yeah, like down like the right field line. It was like it barely got out, but it was a walk-off home run. But I want to say Giolito started and gave up like 6 early. And I remember just tweeting like, I fucking hate this team. And then they came back, won, walk off. And it's like, all right, yeah, like I'm mad, but there's a difference between like this is infuriating baseball to watch and throwing up the white flag on the entire season. Like I feel like we've probably thrown up the white flag on the season versus like last year. It was like this is horse shit that they're playing this badly when I know that they're better than this. I don't know that they're better than this year.
Well, look at the Sean McAdam report this morning. Like talking to another major league executive, he goes, I haven't heard the Red Sox are calling on anyone at this point. All I've heard about is selling. I think there's been a lot of things that have changed, even in terms of how the organization has spoken. And a couple weeks ago, Sam Kennedy said if things didn't change, well, we're going to have to make some changes in our entire approach. Maybe they look at this moment as that changing moment for them. But before the series, it certainly wasn't there. And I think after the Rocky series, we talked about somehow hitting a new rock bottom all the way up until this high point. It's enjoyable. It was fun to watch these 4 games against the Yankees. And I know some people want to throw out like, oh, they don't have Stan, they don't have Judge. Well, we're missing some big dogs too. Let's not act like the Red Sox are fully healthy out there either. But let's see if you can carry it on to the next series. And at the end of the day, they're 4.5 back right now. It's not a ton. If they go on a run, and that's why like the games under being 10 games under, like I hear it, but it doesn't ring as loud because look at where the American League is right now. The 3rd wildcard team in the Mariners is below 500. So like it does not take much for you to get in the convo. At the same time, you know, sitting there in your world, Jared, where they are 2 games out and they don't make it, that is still a significant failure for a team that was supposed to have World Series aspirations. Let's keep in mind what this season was supposed to be. You're not supposed to be a fringe wildcard team. You're not supposed to be those things. Would we take it at this point? Sure. Would Craig Breslow cry tears of joy? Probably, because it would mean he's keeping his job. But like, let's understand context and those things while also saying like, I hope they fucking prove everybody wrong. That would be awesome. It would be fun. And I would love to go on that journey for the next 3 months and more.
All right. So to that point though, T, do you think that would mean that the Red Sox make the playoffs with a losing record, let's say? Do you think that means that Craig Breslow definitely keeps his job? Because I remember the days when this ownership group would fire a manager for coming up short of making it to the World Series by 1 game. Like, I don't know that making it to the playoffs with a losing record is like some sort of free pass to continue your tenure as the chief baseball officer.
I think you could argue there's real concerns depending on like how worried you are about Craig Breslow and maybe what happens at the trade deadline and clinging to some assets where you feel like you should have got something. Because if you are a team that really has no chance and you're just lucky to get in, is it worth investing in this team more or maybe missing out on some of those selling opportunities? Probably not. I think that's the reality there. But I think if they found a way to sneak into the playoffs, Breslow would get a pass and they would point to the injuries and say, this is a big reason why we're in this spot. It's more a lot of things went wrong for us and we found a way to maybe play better than 500 ball. We were just 14 games below 500 at one point. Call it, it
at least gives him a case. It at least gives him a case. Up until through this Rocky series, he had no case. Like you'd have some quotes and we accurately are talking about it on this show is like, what is he talking about? This doesn't make any sense. This team can't go on a run. Now, like I mentioned earlier, they probably should be on a 7-game winning streak right now. That is the issue with the Red Sox, though. They probably should be. It's always that. It should be like that. It should be like that. But the reality is, it isn't. And even just looking at the numbers, they'd have to go 45-36 the rest of the way just to be a 500 team. Realistically, as we get through the trade deadline, we get through August, get through September, it's probably going to take you 85 wins to make the playoffs in the American League. I don't think it's going to be under 500. I don't think it's going to be 500. So to get there, you got to go 49-32. Can this team go 49-32 over basically a half-year stretch, half-season stretch? Seems very unlikely. So still big picture-wise, I think we're spot on with how we've, analyzed this team this year. I always use myself as a good barometer for if I've given up hope, that's not good. I probably stay on the ship as long as possible, like Jack and Rose. Like I definitely go down with the ship when it comes to the Boston Red Sox. So the fact that it's been very doom and gloom, specifically for me the last couple of weeks, is like that tells you all you need to know about where the Red Sox are at. Having said that, I gave this a 0% chance of happening. So you sweep the Yankees in a 4-gamer, you need to have some conversations that were a little different than you did coming into the series.
I think where people start to look at things, like you got the Nationals coming up, you have the Angels after that, who are a disaster right now. The White Sox, they've been up and down recently, but that's just still be a battle. And then you got the Mets. Like, can you go on a run here to pull yourself within 3 games over that stretch? And you get to the All-Star break and you say you're within 3 games, and yeah, maybe there's 3 teams in front of you. I think that's probably enough delusion for a guy in Craig Breslow who is that desperate to keep moving in that direction. But I think that's where getting these 4 wins in a row have brought you back into a conversation that, at least for a week or two, you completely pushed yourself out of in everybody's eyes almost.
And you can say Crochet's hurt, Roman Anthony's hurt. Combined, that's not Judge. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
So that Yankees team, if you want to talk 4A players, Jerry, that Yankees lineup was as pathetic as I've seen. And they look worse because the starting pitching, I can't remember a more dominant 4-game stretch. What was it, 1968 or something, T? That was the best 4-game stretch. So I think, what did
it was 1963, I think, in May, the last time that they had no-hit a team through 3 games in a row. JFK was still alive.
They're at 11 straight quality starts. Haven't done that since 1988.
Right. So crazy things happening with the pitching staff right now, but not against the most daunting of lineups we've ever seen, specifically this Yankees one. It was a miracle they scored 4. That was the most they scored in any of these games.
That lineup wasn't, it's just missing Judge and Stan, which I know is you can't
say Stanton.
Yeah, Stan, yeah. But that's pretty much their lineup that they're rolling out there.
But you could see how Ben Rice is not a major league player if he's not stapled to Aaron Judge. I'm not even trying to be funny.
He's the best fastball hitter in baseball.
They're missing
how many do you see when Aaron Judge isn't around?
Well, that's completely valid. He has not been the same guy without Aaron Judge in the lineup. But you can't.
That's the impact, though. That's the gravity of that.
I agree, but it's not like he doesn't belong in the big leagues.
0
in the same lineup as Judge.
Volpe 0. That
Volpe
team
didn't
has
start.
nobody. Not today. The other games he did. Jazz 0.
What a goofball that guy is.
Yeah.
That lineup stinks without Judge. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's not great. I think they've been in a better spot leading into the series where they were getting more credit, especially from the national media, about surviving some of these times without Judge or Stanton and not torpedoing like they used to whenever something happened to Judge. But now it feels like they're in one of those stretches. But it's also June swoon season for the Yankees, and I feel like they go through this every single year. And then we get to July, and then they get back to being who they need to be. There's some rocky moments, and they get to the playoffs, and it's the same Yankee experience every single year. So I
think Sonny Gray
every season. It
every year, it's crazy.
Time. They'll lose in the playoffs and all that. Of course, but I think Sonny Gray had just free lunch written on his little note card every time Spencer Jones stood in the box. I've never seen a bigger mismatch between a pitcher and a hitter in all my life. He had no shot.
Talk about miss. He missed the ball by a mile. If you had the distance from bat to ball, I'm like, dude, you're not even close on these pitches. And he kept throwing him that tail and shit going towards his back foot, and he kept swinging at him. All right, you want to do that, do that. I got to update the numbers real quick because this always annoys me. But they got to go 45-35 to be 500 on the season, 49-31 the rest of the way to get to 85 wins. So you likely got to go 49-31 to get into the playoffs. That's just to put it in perspective. Like that's kind of where they're at.
You think 85 is the number to get in this year? Quick timeout from the podcast to talk about Blue Moon, because no baseball day is complete without Blue Moon Belgian White. Born in a ballpark 30 years ago at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado, Blue Moon's bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer drinking experience year-round. And for those occasions when you want a lighter option, you can reach for a Blue Moon Light at only 95 calories and 3.6 grams of carbs per 12-ounce serving. It's a refreshingly light alternative beer brewed with real tangerine peel. And if you're looking for a great-tasting non-alcoholic beer, you can try Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic, still made with real Valencia orange peel and coriander, with just 80 calories. Great for when you want to hold the alcohol but not the flavor. And we're going to be celebrating America soon, so I feel like I'm probably not going to be holding the alcohol for that one. I'm going to be celebrating America with full alcohol. Which is why I appreciate Blue Moon for giving me the option. But no celebration is complete without Blue Moon. Whatever the variation that you choose, they're all delicious. Blue Moon Light is a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste and only 95 calories. Blue Moon Belgian White, brightly brewed with real Valencia orange peel and iconically garnished with an orange slice. Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. That's Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Suck one. Rally caps. Lucky Sox never stepping on the foul line. Baseball is full of superstitions. We hope give us an edge. But let's be honest, most of it's just luck. That's how I used to feel about hair growth products until I found Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and the official hair growth partner of Major League Baseball. What league do the Red Sox play in?
Major League Baseball.
Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are physician-formulated, clinically tested, and NSF certified for sport. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. I'm sick of everyone keeps saying it. It's a one-size-fits-all. It's a one-size-fits-all. It's not. Enough with that. Nutrafol has formulas for men at every stage. There's Nutrafol Men for guys 18 to 49 to help grow thicker, fuller hair in 3 to 6 months, and Nutrafol Men 50+, designed specifically, you guessed it, for men over the age of 50. Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine is easy. Order online, no prescription needed, with automated deliveries and free shipping to keep you, my friend, on track. Plus, with a Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20% off and get added perks to support your hair health journey. Find out why Nutrafol is the only hair growth supplement brand trusted by Major League Baseball, that league the Red Sox are in. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code SECTION10. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code SECTION10. Now back to the 10. Probably, because the pace right now is like 80.
No.
Teams will buy, like AL teams will probably buy that are close right now. They'll think that they have a chance.
What's out there? What's out there to buy when there's a lot of National League teams looking to buy that are legit, that have deep pockets, prospect capital. I don't know, man.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, I think in the American League it takes less than 85 to get in.
I'd be stunned if it's.
I think it takes 85 to get the second wild card.
I was gonna say, like, there's still I'm still even adjusting to there being 6 playoff teams. Like the 6 might be like real ugly.
But even in this, I think the least amount of wins has been like 86. I could be wrong on that, but it's always right around that like mid 80s mark. I know this season isn't other seasons. I get that, but
Doesn't sound like you do.
As we go into July, August, teams get hot. Like there's going to be teams that are going to stretch here.
I do look at like there's kind of 2 teams that stand above the others to me, and I know the Rangers just took over the AL West, but I think everyone thinks the Mariners, that's their division. But like they lose Wyatt Langford again. Like whenever that dude gets hot and starts to look like the star we all expect him to be, he goes down. That Rangers team, it's been years and they can't get their shit together. And then the Blue Jays are free falling right now, despite being healthier than they have been at any point this year.
That Kirk thing was weird.
Yeah. Wait, what part of it?
Alejandro Kirk hit a home run, and then he came back to the dugout, and Vladdy had the jacket.
With the jacket. Yeah.
And then he just like juked him and was like, "Don't put that shit on me."
It looked though like
he
Vladdy
messed up
was
the
shocked.
sleeve. The sleeve was messed up. But you guys saw that, right? Because the sleeve was tucked in. He's like, whatever. We're down 7-3. The sleeve's messed up.
Oh no, I didn't see that part of it.
That's kind of why Kirk just like laid it. But yeah, Vladdy wasn't pumped.
It's just looking at those teams on that like third wild card area, they really do seem like so mid right now. And that's why it feels like if the Red Sox
not even
rip
mid,
off,
they're just bad.
Yeah, like it does feel like if the Red Sox can rip off like 3 or 4, like 5 out of 6, something like that, like yeah, you're going to be on the same tier as them. And then at that point for Craig Breslow, you start really having the run differential conversation, and you probably get to the point of more investment than selling.
That would be disgusting. But if Craig really did build an AL Central team, which I have been saying since the offseason, how often do the Guardians rail off like 20 in a row, Jerry? It's happened like multiple times last year.
Yeah, they've done it. Yeah.
Last summer, they were 15 and a half games out?
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if he really built a Central team, if the rotation's just going to keep handing it over one after, like, I think the rotation just looks at each other like, we can do this every night. We can do every night. We like our guy versus their guy, and they should.
What are you trying to say, Coley?
I'm saying if the rotation continues to pitch like this, which they kind of have all year, like it's not, they didn't just figure it out. They just kind of eliminated the Bayo 12-run game. I don't see why they couldn't just be in enough game. Like to the run differential point, they're not getting blown out ever. So like if they can,
they rarely do.
If Seigler can come through with a timely hit, if Yoshida just comes off the bench and just rips doubles, I don't know. Like Meyer wasn't exactly hitting the piss out of the ball. Story wasn't hitting the piss out of the ball.
I know last year we had talked about like, oh, this team just needs some big swings. This team needs like little swings. Like this team doesn't even need like 3-run homers. I've mentioned it, I feel like every single show, but I just love this rotation so much. I love these arms these guys have. And, Bennett, T's guy, he's looked great. Like you go down the list here. Sonny was incredible tonight. Ranger, I always feel super comfy with him on the mound. Anybody they have out there for the most part at this point, you're like, yeah, that's early Toley. Yes, that you can win these games. But I mean, they're surely going to get back in a stretch, and maybe it's against the Nats, honestly, to start this week where they can't put any runs on the board and we're just having the same conversations again. But It does not require this team much at all to, even where they're at, even with what they've been through, to compete in the American League. It still frustrates me to no end. Frustrates me to no end that they didn't complete that sweep in Colorado, because you're 2.5 out right now if you just took care of business in Denver.
All I think is the way to frame this is they had the turning point series. This is it. This is your moment. It's time to go. If you can't figure it out after this, you're never going to end up figuring it out. But this last game was the moment you've had so many other times this year where you ended up, it feels like it's about to happen. Oh no, something horrendous happens and now you're miserable. You're like, I could not imagine things being this bad. You somehow avoided that disaster tonight. If you can't go from here, you're never going to go. But they at least, the engine's sputtering. Like you could feel it sputtering. All right, hit the gas and let's see if we're going down the road. That's really what you need. And to even have some of that right now, it feels like you weren't going to get there a week ago. That's just, after the Rocky series, it felt like, all right, there's another sign that this is just not possible. They at least finally showed a little something. And the guys who were the heroes in it, even Duran at the end, got benched today, be for real, sitting in against another lefty second series in a row. They needed those guys to wake up and do something, and maybe it sparks everyone in that way. But there is the world is against us. Like Contreras started saying that last month. Well, now there's even more of that, and maybe they start feeding off of it that way.
World is against us works when you got guys that can get timely hits. Like it's those lines are just so hollow when it's only one guy that can get a hit when you need it. So if Seagulls is doing it, you go down the line.
It was the guys who haven't though, like Yoshida and Duran. Like to see those guys do it, like I think that's some of the stuff that gives you hope. It's just like, all right, cool, now do it again, or else we're in the same spot we've been in this whole time.
Jaron, there's the way this is going, very little hope that he'll be able to duplicate or get on any kind of stretch here. Who knows? He could, but I don't fully expect it. But you go down the line. I mean, it's Willie, it's Cedon. It was just nice seeing Romy back. It was nice to just see him back in the lineup and out there, and it kind of reminds you reminds you what he can bring to the table, and like, oh yeah, that guy's had big swings. So it's a team that can do it. Now it's just if they're capable of stringing more wins together. Gerrit?
I just pulled up this stat. The Brewers have the best starting pitching ERA in baseball. It's 3.16. Sonny Gray, Peyton Tolley, Ranger Suarez, Jake Bennett, and Connolly Early have a combined ERA of
3.14.
3.01.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. So you just take out the suck and you roll with your 5 best, and you have the best rotation in baseball. Statistically.
I do wonder
think,
on Bennett's end,
go team.
we are starting to get into an innings conversation with him pretty soon.
He just fucking got here.
I know. He threw 90 innings last year off Tommy John.
Imagine if he's like, that's all I got, guys.
Yeah.
What I gave you is
thanks
what
for
I got.
having me, man. It was a good time.
I'm going to head out.
He only had 3 Ks, right? T, what was his whiff count?
It was, I think, 10.
Okay.
I have it in my article.
All right.
I should remember.
All right.
And so in all 4 starts, he's had 15 whiffs twice and 10 whiffs twice since he's been brought back up. And he has an 8.4 K per 9.
Not lighting the world on fire, but he's limiting damage.
That's okay, because with the way he pitches, and this is a big thing with the expected ERA in him, when you are 99th percentile chase like he is, if guys are going out of the zone and constantly hitting weak contact, and he's a ground ball machine right now, I think it's 94th percentile, that is a profile that will play. Yeah, it was 10 whiffs, 5 on the 4-seamer, 3 on the sinker, 2 on the changeup. But pounding the zone, 19 out of 23 first pitch strikes, I'm not always expecting the whiffs to be there for him, or the strikeouts in a massive way. But if he can hover between 10 and 15 with his profile, that's the difference for a guy like that.
So he's just last year Bayo.
He's basically what they want Brian Bayo to be.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's the.
Right.
But he's not doing it in a lucky way. He's just performing the way we always hope Brian Bayo would be. Where it's like, oh, throw the sinker, let them fucking hit the ball into the dirt and be weak and live that life and easy for the defense. But you look at Bennett's changeup, it's fucking one of the nastier pitches that are out there right now. It's easily his best secondary, and you look at the expected numbers, they're even better than the 4-seamer, which is playing better than I think anybody thought it would.
We have these conversations about the Boston Red Sox potentially making the playoffs. We had stopped doing it. The convos are back, folks. What are the Red Sox playoff odds right now? Think about it at home. If you're in the car, if you're on a walk, if you're on a bench, you could be doing anything right now.
Gym.
Think about if you're at the gym. Yeah, I don't say that because I don't do that. What do you think the percentage chances on Kalshi for the Boston Red Sox to make the postseason? It's up 18% from the last time we spoke.
I would have guessed lower than 18% in general. So that's
that could have been in the negatives last time we spoke.
Can I guess?
Yes.
17.3.
He just said it's up 18%, T. You can't have a negative chance
listen
of
to the
making
whole
the play.
question.
No, I thought Steve misspoke. It says the playoff odds are 17.3. I'm looking at it.
If we're being honest, it's probably up more than 18%. It just went up another percent as we're talking. That's the percentage gap.
People
within
are on Kalshi right
He
now
wasn't
taking the
listening.
Sox. No, he was not. He doesn't.
Since the start of the series, it probably went up like 23%.
What the hell?
Yeah.
To make the fucking playoffs? I mean, before you told me that it went up 18%, I would have guessed 11%. But on Kalsh, are people forecasting 36%?
35%
35%
chance for the Boston Red Sox to make the postseason. It's possible. More than 1 out of 3. It's a little nuts.
That seems a bit
17 on
overzealous.
Fangraphs, T?
17.8.
So 18.
It's literally exactly half, basically. Yep.
Yeah.
They were at 8% at the end of the Rocky series.
Yeah, and 90%
and 90% to win the World Series.
Yeah.
We've been over this.
Yeah.
The Red Sox do have the easiest strength of schedule in the division. Not by much, but they do.
Where are they at in baseball?
For overall strength of schedule?
Are you saying left? The left SOS?
Yes, left.
I hope so.
Where are we at, T?
The Red Sox are straight at 500. The Orioles are at 501. Blue Jays 504.
Okay.
Rays 508. Yankees 501.
The Red Sox strength of schedule the rest of the season is 498. They're 15th.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they're right there in the middle. Like they're
Could be
like
worse.
coming up, they have like their hard series. Well, I guess this is not counting the Yankees because they played the 4 games against the Yankees. They have 3 against the Dodgers. They have 7 against the Rays. They have 3 against the Cubs. They have 6 against the White Sox. They have 3 against the Guardians. But they also have 3 against the Royals, who suck. They have 3 against the Mets, who suck. 3 against the Giants, who suck. 6 against the Angels, who suck. 7 against the Orioles, who kind of give them trouble. And so do the Jays. They have 7 against them as well.
I think it is certainly noteworthy that the top 11 remaining strength of schedules are in the National League, which should not surprise anybody.
Yeah. It's also just interesting. So like the way that this website breaks it down is like, all right, this is your strength of schedule. This is how many games you have left. These are your toughest opponents and these are your easiest opponents. And the Red Sox are listed as an easy opponent for a lot of people.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean,
Good
like,
barometer for where you're at.
as good as the pitching's been, and they're obviously going to need timely hits, if they're going to play defense like they played at the end of this game, they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked. Like, they need to clean that up. And it's Willier, so I'm not freaking out about it. But Durbin, like, just catch that ball. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. But I mean, like, those two are your best 2 defenders on the team. So like, I'm not sweating it. Well, Sedon
No.
too, but
Yeah.
The Yankees, like, talk about essentially doing a lot of the things we were bitching about with the Red Sox and the Rockies series. Like, their defense was so bad the last 4 games. It was almost unbelievable. I know Oswaldo Cabrera's like first game back in the big leagues. That was a massive error in this game. And then you go back to game 1 with Rosario and the ball going between his legs that sparked all those runs. Like, and they made 4 errors in that first game. It was some fucking horrendous defense, but it was nice to see another club look that stupid. Usually we're the team everyone's laughing at in that way, even though it hasn't been defense for the most part in 2026.
Is Schlittler's dad like the scorekeeper? Because what the like? Yeah,
I went back and looked, Coley, after our conversation on Friday because I was like, that is a good point when you were talking about the double play thing. I was like,
the double play thing for sure, and also like that ball was rocketed between his legs. Like, could he have made the play? Yeah, but that ball was what 108,
112.8.
Yeah. What the?
Yeah,
This is what happens with four game series where I'm
Yeah.
like, what is he even talking about? All right, because it does feel like a week ago. What the hell was that? They didn't even have time for the camera to go over there, and they're like, obvious error, obvious error. That thing was like 130 miles an hour off the bat.
No,
Like,
I'm calling
who
the
cares
rules.
about what part of the legs it went through? Like, that looked like an impossible play to make, and they're like, yeah, he's got to have that one.
we should be able to file
Schlittler
a
getting
complaint.
shelled. They're like, no earned.
Yeah. Oh, he's good. That was crazy.
One of the craziest rules in baseball. It's like you can give up a fucking moon bomb to Caleb Durbin. It's like, doesn't count towards the ERA. Don't count. Nope. Shouldn't have happened.
That is ridiculous. But yeah, they were so bad in that first game that we collabed with Nesson on a Yankees lowlights video. So that's how bad they were in the first one. Shout out to Nesson. We always get like random collab sends from them. Appreciate everyone, Nesson. Send more, please.
Shout
if
them
you
out,
can.
man. Shout out Nesson.
Yeah.
The blue ticket, as they call him.
And then T without his shirt on Friday. That
Yeah.
one banged. So good job, T.
That was
immediate.
crazy.
Yeah, shout out
knew it was
Awaken
gonna
180
happen.
for that's a progress video. It's gonna be out there.
Yeah, I was like, who is this guy?
T's down how many
Thin
pounds
as
now?
hell.
17.
17 pounds down.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
Wow. Red Sox playoff percentage, T weight loss. I hope both those things keep going the same direction.
Imagine by the time the Red Sox win the World Series this year, the T just has a 6-pack on the float.
That would go crazy. I'll keep my shirt off the whole time. People won't
T's
like
up there
it.
with the 6-pack as I'm like, go, you guys, have fun. Have a good time. Hope you enjoyed, Tyler.
Oh, I can't imagine we're getting many invites this year.
No.
Oh, jeez. Not with this team. They hate us.
Oh, hate us.
Do we have any friends in this team?
No.
Me and Nick Sogard.
He's not on the team.
He'll be
Yeah.
back. Rehab assignment.
He'd
I
get a
don't think
float.
He's not invited to
Well, Cap, Narvaez. I know that's, yeah.
He might not be on the float at the rate we're going here.
Well, now T's not on his float now because of that.
Yeah, what the fuck does that
Crazy.
mean?
Yeah, come on.
They haven't treated him very well recently. They had him sitting
Yeah.
for the guy they optioned today, who they gave the starting catching duties to him like
I
2
mean,
weeks ago.
To be fair, like you were saying this about Monasterio before, like they should exclusively be riding hot hands and constantly moving deck chairs based on who's hot in a given series, week, they shouldn't really be super loyal to anyone at this point. Also, other than like Willson, like who else isn't like, and Sadon, who else isn't interchangeable?
Yeah, I think the issue for me with Mickey Gasper was twofold. It was one, he was
no doubt.
already hurting you defensively, and you were seeing it on a daily basis where teams were game planning to basically fuck you on that end. And beyond that, if you just look at what Gasper had done, first week in the big leagues, 320, 346, 400, 746 to 102 WRC plus. Since then, 220, 293, 280, 574. He was 41% worse than a league average hitter. Like that guy did not earn the playing time in that situation. It was them looking at someone who was putting up a somewhat professional at bat and clinging to it. Connor Wong has swung a better bat all year. Connor Wong has hit. So like, why not give him that opportunity if you were that desperate at that point? At least that's a guy who lost his job last year, has the respect of the staff, and you're going to get the shit defense still with him.
Right. Austin Wells got his first stolen base of the year off him tonight. That infuriated me. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like the second it goes the other way, you can't keep just like hoping Mickey Gasper became Barry Bonds. Like that's stupid too. But like I have no problem with like Seigler starting until it's looking shaky like that. I wouldn't be in like a rush to get rid of Monasterio. He's shown too many positives throughout the entirety of the year.
I think the hard thing is, and stick with me here, but Seigler and Romy, they're not going to play Romy every day, they said, to start because he barely had a rehab assignment. He played 6 games, which I'm a little worried about overall for a guy with his injury history too. But they're going to play him against lefties and pick some specific spots against righties, and he'll give breathers to Willson. Well, then who's going to play shortstop? I think that's really it because Durbin's not leaving the lineup. Durbin's an everyday guy. He's one of your best players. Yeah. So where are your at-bats going to come from? And I think that's the Monasterio conversation. It was weird he didn't start today, though. Today, against the lefty, you would think that would be the spot for him if he was going to get some of those reps at shortstop at this point.
Over what, Chang?
Yeah, because Chang, like, makes sense against righties. Otherwise, like, are you kind of setting it up for when Nick Sogard comes back, you're going to maybe give him some time there and send Monasterio down?
Well, I also think like they just like Chang's defense more, and they were like, Sonny's on the mound. Let's get him the best defense behind him we could possibly get.
Yeah, no, I think that's part of it. But if you're just not going to play Monasterio with a lefty on the mound, I don't know when you're going to play him.
Like when someone else cools down, I think that's what it has to be.
Maybe when IKF comes back, even though it doesn't look like he's close to coming back, like him, Story, and Meyer. Like I think Story, there's a good chance he beats both of them, which is kind of wild.
I think there's no doubt he's the first one back. I think there's 0% chance it's either of the other two.
Agreed. Side note, Steve, did you, when the Red Sox completed their 4-game sweep of the New York Yankees and it kind of changed the vibes around here, did you happen to notice what the date was?
What?
Wow.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Wow. What a call.
Oh,
what a call. What a call, Jared. Don't say
That
it.
is very funny. I ain't saying shit.
Did you notice, Steve?
That was one of my least favorite moments. Not like we've been doing this for a while, but of life. That was like, you would have thought I said all babies should be killed. Like it was, the heat I was getting for that was absolutely ridiculous. But I did notice now that you said it.
You did notice.
Now that you said it, yes. I had to look up and I was like, oh, okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying a damn thing though. But yeah, it's good to feel good, right? It's good to have some decent vibes.
I actually filmed a skit with Emerson for that season. Was that
Love
2022?
Emerson. Yeah.
Yeah. Emerson and I filmed a skit, like a Heisenberg skit about the Red Sox being back for June 28th. And it never saw the light of day because I think they had like a soul-crushing walk-off loss or something like that to the Blue Jays.
I remember it.
Yeah.
Dipshit Danish, right? Wasn't that the night that became the thing?
Yeah. And we were live streaming and like they were about to win. And then like it was like sitting on like 2,000 viewers or something. And then they blew it and it jumped up to like 17,000. I was like, fuck you and your team. That was bad.
That was real bad. The mentions have never looked that bad. That was an all-time low for people coming after me. But yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, you deserved it. Yeah,
I had forgotten about it really until you just brought it up. So I'm glad you're mentioning it.
I thought you hated me. I was like, why does Steve
I kind of
hate you?
did. I don't know if I ever hated you. It was more just like, who is this kid? Because you were doing the thing like when Jerry gets like, because we'll obviously have bits and all
I
that
was
and back and
awful
forth.
back then.
But then if somebody like hops on, I'm like, no, not you. Like Jared can say, but not who the hell are you, Tyler #Milliken? Because you were hashtagging all your tweets back then, and it drove me nuts. #Dirty Water, #Red Sox. I'm like, who the fuck is this kid?
I told him
now you're the greatest of all time. But like,
Thank you.
that was. I think you were hopping on with Jerry, and I'm like, no. Jared can say whatever, not you, whoever the hell this.
Which you were definitely right about. Like
Tyler
not in the conversation.
Tyler said
like that.
something to you, Steve?
Well, yeah, he was kind of hopping on to that whole thing and being like, yeah, fuck that guy.
I don't think I went after you, but I was definitely like retweeting like the yo,
Yes.
like
Yep.
respect it, like shut up,
Yeah.
we're coming back. Like I was building up some of the hype with that.
Yeah. It took me 2 seconds actually getting to know Tyler to be like, oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Kid's
That's
a
fine.
pussy. There's no way he's about it like that.
He's a pussy. We're good.
Boozy. Yeah, June 28th. Shout it out, man.
4 years ago, man. Yikes. That feels like 10 years ago. That's crazy.
That feels like last year to me.
Really?
The year living in the Fenway apartment, that doesn't feel like 4 years ago. I mean, to me, I guess it is a lifetime ago, but it doesn't feel like that long ago.
Whole different lifetime for me. Yeah.
Me too.
A lot of stuff shifts. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, like this is big year for all of us being independent. That's the other thing that you alluded to earlier, T, is like if we can just get a little stretch of good ball. I'm like, you know what? Please.
Yeah.
Like we put so much time into this. Just give us anything. I don't care if we look bad. I'm fine looking bad. Caleb Durbin's a great example. My apologies, Caleb Durbin. You have been balling, absolutely balling, and I think he was good in the media too. I think he handled it well. He's like, yeah, I was going through it, and it's not easy coming to a new place and sucking out of the gate and having to turn it around. He was
Especially
kind of almost
Boston.
doing a little too much of a victory lap for my liking, but at the same time, the way it's gone the last month, he like deserves it. What does he have, like 1,000 OPS this month? It's got to be close
900
to it.
OPS over his last 30 games.
Sheesh. Crazy. When he comes up, I expect him to get the hit. That's where we're at, which is nuts.
What did he say that you didn't like?
No, he was doing. It was very much like he just was accepting the award for like MVP or something like that. I'm like, this has been like a month. It's not hasn't been like the whole season, but still, I think he's pretty honest in those pressers and kind of peels the curtain back more than most guys do, which I appreciate. So, I do kind of feel like I was a little aggressive with Durbin, especially in the Discord. Don't look up some of those messages. I was like, this is like the worst player in the history of the game. But
he hates us too.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't say.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything bad about him ever. I supported him. I was like, yeah, I think he's going to end up coming out of this. Good player.
I think I tweeted he was awful. I think I said in the Discord he was awful. I think I said on here he's awful. So credit to Caleb Durbin. He's been incredible. I never would have expected this was even close to possible what he's done the last month.
I do like that we're in a spot now with this roster where we can just like be honest and we don't have to like tiptoe around anybody's feelings anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
But with that being said, there was nothing really negative outside of the Willier defensive miscues tonight that I would have come down hard on at the end of the series. And even like the Chapman thing, it's like, all right, yeah, like dude is walking around on one leg, just trying to lock down some saves for the fellas, and he just going out there purely on hatred for the New York Yankees franchise. Like I gotta respect that.
That's not hating him. That's hating Craig.
I don't think anyone hates Chapman right now.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's on Craig for mismanaging another asset.
Sure. The Garrett Cole start, very satisfying. What a fucking loser. Saturday, Train and the girls went to the Greasy Pole in Gloucester. And she's just like, oh my God, you got to fucking come. It's going to be so fucking fun. It's going to be the best. You never heard of the Greasy Pole, Steve?
What is that? What's there?
So I only know about this because Dave and Jenna Marbles covered this.
Wow.
Like, how long was...
What is she up to now? Jenna Marbles. That's
retired from
that's
the
a pull.
internet, I believe. But what year was Jenna Marbles, Coley? Like 2009, maybe? 8, 9?
No, it was
That was later than
like
that.
10 through.
Yeah.
She had a couple
Third-
runs.
At Barstool, probably 12, and then
then
continued
blew
internet
up on
domination
YouTube.
until like 15.
Yeah. like her big like breakout video was while she was still employed by Barstool, and then she left and did her own thing, and then I believe she retired from the
She didn't
internet.
tag the video.
Yeah. The how to convince people that you're not ugly or something like that.
Yeah. How to trick a guy into thinking you're hot, something like that.
Yeah.
That one went mega platinum.
Crazy. Yeah, that went viral before viral was a thing. But yeah, Jenna Marbles covered the Greasy poll back then when she was like in her first full year working for Barstool. That's how I knew about it. I had never been there. I have no desire to go there. No offense. I just don't like doing stuff. But the concept is just like, it is a horizontal pole that they grease up over a dock in Gloucester, and every summer.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to like try and like make it all the way across, and people dress up in like costumes and stuff, and they try to like run across the Greasy pole to see if you can make it. I don't know what the award is. Like, what do you get if you make it across? It's money?
I don't know. I did see the video of the guy that got there.
Don't people get like badly hurt?
They fall into the water, T.
No, but you can mess your legs up. You hit it wrong going down. That
I mean, if you're like running across a pole and you smash your legs, but I'm sure they have like medical staff in the water.
There's no cash prize for winning the famous Greasy pole competition during St. Peter's Fiesta in Gloucester, Mass. Instead, the winner receives lifelong bragging rights. Get out of here.
That's awful. How is there not like a sponsor for it? Even if it was like a local pizza joint where it's like, yeah, you get $500 or like gift certificates or whatever. It's got to be
like
something.
10 pizzas or something. That would suck if you thought you were getting something. It's like, here's your lifelong bragging rights. Get out of my face with that.
Can you
It's
name
brutal.
one Greasy pole winner? Like, you don't even get like the notoriety of being like, oh yeah, you'll never forget fucking Greasy Greg.
Caleb Durbin would be good at it.
2012, you never forget it.
No.
Yes.
No, he's too short.
That's what you want. The
And
longer the
stock
limbs, the
like
more
too
troublesome it is.
Oh no.
No, you
Less
want
time to get there, the longer the limbs.
You want longer strides and
Less
better
strides.
weight
Interesting.
distribution. Yeah.
Salvi Benson holds the all-time record with 11 Greasy pole flags captured.
You think Salvi practice? He has to practice. There's no way you just roll out of bed once a year and just is like, oh, I did it again.
Your backyard, you just got a Greasy pole you're running across. Like,
you have to
guess, do
practice
what
for
you
that
gotta do.
if you're doing that 11 times.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, so yeah, they
Garrett
went
Cole.
to that, and she asked if I wanted to go, and I was like, honestly, no. I want to sit on my couch and watch the Red Sox. Like, for a season that's been really bad, to genuinely like to have an opportunity to go somewhere to like do something different. To all right, good night, Coley. To see something different and go to like an outdoor event and enjoy the summer. I was like, you know what? I choose to sit on my couch and watch the Red Sox. That means something, I think. And to have Massa 2 pitches into the game, lead off home run, a dude that doesn't hit very many home runs is now set the tone early, and then first career home run for Seigler, sneaks one up over that shelf and left, and hang 4 on Gerrit Cole. And I said I tweeted, I can't wait to see the updated statistics because his ERA since joining the Yankees against the Red Sox has to be pushing 6. And I believe it's 6.11.
6'11".
6.11. Mm-hmm.
That
He
is
sucks,
very,
dude.
very bad.
Yeah, like there's
He's
a
so
difference between like, oh, like when Roger Clemens went to the Red Sox, oh, you suck, Roger. Fuck you, dude. You fucking traitor. You went to the Yankees. Fuck you. You suck. But like, he was actually really good. We can all admit that.
What did they sound like?
They're like, oh, fuck you, Roger. Pedro's better. What are you, a fucking fatty, dude? Fuck you, Roger. You traitor, dude. You going to the Yankees? Fuck off, kid. But the thing about Gerrit Cole is he actually is fat, and he actually is bad against the Red Sox since becoming a Yankee. Like, you can't be like, oh, it's a mixed bag. Like, no, it's not. And his one playoff start against the Red Sox, he was fucking ass cheeks against that one.
You don't have the Raffy excuse anymore.
No,
That's what I love about this is he doesn't have the Raffy thing anymore.
No.
It's been a rough, let's even just call it half decade being a Red Sox fan, but it's honestly really pushing, 8 years at this point. We don't have a lot of consistent things that we have to rely on as Sox fans, but this we do. When Gerrit Cole faces the Red Sox year after year after year, he's terrible against them.
Terrible.
Really, really bad. It doesn't matter who's in the roster, who's in the lineup. He is terrible. And he also always gives us these memes that I'm so appreciative for. The 4 fingers up with Raffy sending him to first base. Now they show him in the dugout, and he's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know, man. Like, what am I supposed to do with this situation? It was a classic Kermit Cole look and expression, and you can just tell, like, this team is in his head, and there's no reason. And I understand the Sox just swept the Yankees. There's no reason this team should be in his head. Like, I understood the Raffy thing, all-time hitter. That's fine, and a ton has happened since he left and all that. But that's separate. Like, I get it. If you're worried about facing this dude that owns you want to intentionally walk him, that's fine. But he just can't face this team and feel good about it ever. And I love how uncomfy he looked. He looked so uncomfortable that entire start. It looked like it was pretty hot at Fenway. I will add, and this is not Cole related, I do kind of love the 1:00 Saturday game. And I kind of wish we got more of those. It's 4:00 all the time. And I'm like, give me more of these ones. This was pretty good.
Hey, it's Tyler Milliken. I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I've tried to do the weight loss thing on my own before. And I think the biggest problem for me wasn't that I didn't care. I did care. We talked about it on this pod a million times, trying to figure out ways to get me healthier, just live this lifestyle where I could be the best version of T. But in general, I just didn't really have anyone telling me, hey, do exactly this, not that, stick with this, here's what's next. And when I was in the middle of baseball season and watching games, talking Sox, late nights, we're recording tonight, it's almost 11 p.m. already, we're working these weird hours we're talking about, it got really easy to tell myself all the time I just figure it out the next week or when the offseason started. And guess what? Once the offseason started, I was throwing pizza down my throat, steak and cheeses, whatever I could possibly find. Well, that's not the case anymore. I started Awaken 180, and so far, that's been the biggest difference for me yet. I met with Skyler, started the next day, and now I've got something to follow. I'm using the Awaken 180 app, staying within my restrictions, mixing in longer walks, going in, to the gym and doing that 13 incline, 3-speed. I'm walking up these mountains like nobody ever seen before, and I'm already down 17 pounds in 3 weeks. The weight just melts off with Awaken 180. But more than that, it feels doable. It's not me trying to be a hero by myself. It's a medication-free weight loss program providing free support for life. That's free support for life. If you've been waiting to get help, go to awaken180weightloss.com, the official weight loss program of the Boston Red Sox.
Life insurance isn't about expecting the worst, but it's about making sure the people you love are supported no matter what. Ethos makes getting life insurance fast and easy 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. There's no medical exam. You just answer a few simple health questions. You can get up to $3 million in coverage, which is a lot. Hello, some policies are as low as $30 a month. Ethos has 4.8 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot with over 3,000 reviews. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos now by going to ethos.com/section. Take 10 minutes to get covered today with life insurance through Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/section. That is ethos.com/section. Application times may vary. Rates also may vary. Ethos. Now back to the show.
Yeah. Anyways, outside of that finale, it was nice to just watch the Red Sox kick the Yankees' ass. Like, there was no stressful games. It was just, all right, I'm going to tune in. The Red Sox are going to score some runs. The Yankees aren't going to do shit. Like we said earlier, there was a chance for a perfect game or a no-hitter almost every night. And when the Red Sox needed a big hit, they got it. It was just a nice watch. It was like watching an action movie thriller where there was like the bad guy was like just a fucking idiot the whole time. It's like the bad guy just like kept trying to, it was like Home Alone, where like the bad guy kept trying to do something nefarious and it just didn't work every time.
It was Craig Breslow's plan for the first time working 4 days in a row, 4 games without something terrible going wrong or something setting you off and making you question why they're built this way or how did they get to this point. And the growth from certain guys, I think Peyton Tolley in game 2, that whole story of him being sick and being in bed for a couple days before that start. And then he goes out there and shoves like he does. And I don't know if we said it during Unobstructed Views, but after the first inning, when we got to the break, I mentioned, I was like, dude, his velocity is like down, like more than it has been in any start. This was the least in terms of his fastball he's ever averaged in a start in general. For him to go out there and show kind of the progress with his secondaries, he went to his secondaries with 2 strikes 28% of the time. In his previous 5 starts, it was 12% of the time. Shout out stats for that tweet. But just watching the game, you could see it. He was leaning on that curveball more and more, especially that second time through the order. And it was refreshing. You saw him go out there and be more of a pitcher than a thrower. And I think that's a major development step for him. And maybe when he has that fastball, he just doesn't feel like going about it that way. But he was excellent, especially against the Yankees team. I know we can talk about that lineup and whatever it is. Young pitchers, when they don't have their best stuff, usually can't put together that kind of performance. He went out there and he made it easy. It was really the only last inning where he seemed to hit any kind of road bump.
Do you want to be negative for a second?
Sure.
The report, or I guess it's not really a report. It's more just like the follow up on Garrett, Crochet, and Roman Anthony. Probably not going to see them for a while.
It's hard. I feel like
the update was that there was no update.
Yeah. It looks like Crochet still just trying to build up. He said he's been throwing like these plyo, how do you say it? Plyo balls?
Plyo.
There we go. These balls that are almost very similar to a baseball, but not quite there, but he still hasn't got the clearance. And then Roman's in the same place he was taking balls off the monster today and wearing a glove, but it just seems like Crochet, especially, I think it's going to be longer because that's a guy who's going to need significant buildup. I don't think with Roman it would take that long once he's able to swing without that much pain, but I don't know how anyone envisions either one of them back before August or anything like that.
So I'm sure that there's people out there that are like, yeah, man, just shut them down and come back next year. Or whatever. Like, I want to see them play. Like, I want to, not even just for like, oh yeah, like we need them back just in case, they get hot and, it's going to help the team. Like, I'm not thinking about it that way. Like, I just want to see them play baseball again this year.
It's tough with Crochet and the 120 game thing, and I have yet to see anyone actually get clearance on the subject about whether this situation applies to the clause in his contract. So that kind of continues to exist out there, but it's a reason for him to want to get back on the field. For Roman, like, you want him to be healthy, and I'm sure he wants to be out there, but it just feels like he's going to kind of be built up as like a post-trade deadline acquisition or something like that. And they'll kind of be banking on him a lot in the ways probably they were banking on him to start the year, where he's going to have to be the savior for a team that is mediocre or worse.
I don't want Roman, because we don't know the next time we're going to see baseball after this season. Like, it could be a while. I don't think we're going to miss the whole next season, but talks aren't great at the moment. So I don't want that much time to linger between his last professional at bat and his next one.
That's true. You could be pushing a crazy amount of days since he swung a bat in a major league game. So yeah, any chance they can get him out there, but while being, reasonable, while not forcing it. I mean, at this point, we're obviously not forcing it. So yeah, get him out there whenever you can. Hopefully they can hold on long enough where it's going to matter. It doesn't, all odds point to it doesn't seem like by when they're back, it would make a huge difference, but it's still good. It's that is the beauty of 162, even though I'll always think it's an insane amount of games. You do have a chance to kind of, shock some people if you get guys back at the right time.
Just for the Crochet angle, so people know the option that's being referred to, if he spends 120 plus days on the IL due to a left arm injury, which 120 days would be August 24th this year, so we are really starting to get there. His opt-out after 2030 voids, and a club option for $15 million is added for 2032. So that's what you're kind of working with or dealing with here. Coley?
I like, with all the Roman stuff and Casas and probably Campbell, like the IKF quotes today, T, where
you were the first person I thought of when I read it.
He was like, yeah, I just started swinging as hard as I fucking could every single time. And man, was it working until it broke me in half. And it's like, I think we know, like, swinging harder, you're going to hit the ball hard. I think we know that. I don't know that it is ever going to be sustainable. To talk about those 162 games Steve just alluded to max swing all the time. It just can't
do
be.
it.
So it's the ulna bone, which it's one of the ones here. I'm not going to act like I know which one it is, but it's one of those. Marcelo Meyer has the same exact injury. Not as severe. It's a stress reaction though. And
so then why is Meyer a pussy but IKF is not?
Well, I think there's two things to this. First, IKF said there's no fault on the organization in the article. He goes, it's not the fact that I'm swinging harder, it's how much I was doing it. He goes, I was taking 300 swings a day because I thought my career was over. So he's claiming it's a volume issue and that he was overdoing it. Then when asked about like, why do you think you and Marcelo Meyer are both hurt? He was like, I guess we'll see if somebody else suffers the injury. And I was like, all right, that is an interesting way to frame it. Yeah, you know what I mean? To be like, I don't know, it could pop up, I guess, amongst everyone. But yeah, I do think the timing is very interesting with that McAdam article. But I think the Marcelo Meyer conversation, well, I want to read into like this conspiracy theory that they were looking at the injury and then saying like, oh, like you could probably play through this, but you know, now you're claiming it's becoming too much for you. What was written in that McAdam article has been talked about for years. I don't know. I understand some people who are just taking the reaction and being like, trashing on a young player. What the fuck's going on? Dude, this stuff has been out about him for years in the organization. Through good times, through bad times, through times when he wasn't even close to the major leagues. Like, this is just a perception within the organization, which should make you question why he wasn't moved over the offseason if there's this many detractors. And yeah, it's stupid that stuff like this leaks because if you're still trying to trade the guy, it's certainly not going to help you. But none of this stuff is like, if this was new info to you, I don't know where you've been. I don't know what you've been paying attention to.
I don't know that he's hurt or hurt to the point where he couldn't play because he was playing and it was fine. I think they didn't want to option him directly back to AAA because they would have looked at that as a failure. Another prospect like Campbell, who just getting banished back down to AAA. But if he's hurt and on a rehab assignment in AAA, well, now that's different.
I also just think that in the case of Marcelo Meyer, had he not gotten hurt, he probably was headed towards a demotion.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if he was completely healthy and just if he kept going exactly how he was going before, that was kind of because that error. When was that?
Colorado.
Remember, that was Colorado.
Yeah, that was the big one that blew that last game.
Yeah, I feel like it was coming. Yeah,
I think it was the final straw.
He said it's been bothering him for 2 months, and I did see some people kind of diving into that April. I think he had a 94 WRC plus at the end of the month. So like, we've been talking about him not impacting the ball. He didn't want to blame it specifically on that. Just said there were good days with it and bad days with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those things like a UCL where like, yeah, any pitcher, if you look at his UCL, you could throw him on the IL and be like, that's probably not good. You know what I mean? If you're playing baseball every day, I'm sure there's a lot of stress on bones like that because you're swinging a bat that hard every day and playing on the field and doing all those different things. But even for Marcelo Meyer, like this situation, whether you believe he pulled himself out, he claims the Red Sox told him to shut it down, whatever, it's a bad look in general because the idea that he can't stay healthy just continues to exist. So now this is another year, just like the last 4, where he has not been able to finish the year or get through the year healthy. So that main topic continues to exist. Coley.
These kids drink milk anymore, Jerry?
Doesn't seem like it. You know?
All of them. Like, I don't need you to go full Bryce. Just drink the fucking milk.
You know what? I was watching a video. Steve probably saw this. He actually sent it to me, I think. It was Braun Breaker was doing a workout with Big E, and they were talking about how they're gigantic, and they drink chocolate milk. He's like, I drink chocolate milk every day. Big, healthy, strong boy. Yep.
I mean, Big E's famously, like, extremely hurt, isn't he?
He broke his neck. Yeah. He had to retire. But there's nothing Milk could have done there.
No, Milk couldn't help that one for certain.
No. He's like, he was like benching 700 pounds at one point. So he's a gigantic human being. And I think it was like a German suplex, which it's like a belly to belly. And then he like lifted him and then he kind of like went up and then went directly on his head. So like nothing Chocolate Milk could have done there.
No, it tried its best.
Yeah. Love Big
Hire
E.
guy, cafeteria full of milk.
Oh my God, yeah. You know what's crazy? We're like 2 hours into this podcast. We didn't even mention that Jarren Duran was the one that got the walk-off hit tonight.
Got brought up. T brought it up.
Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is brought to you by Clark's Ketchup. Drizzle that ketchup. Wow. It's been a while. Been a minute since we've done the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP voting, and actually we're happy about it. I mean, I feel like there's been times where the Red Sox have won series and we're just like, fuck yeah, we got to do the fucking ketchup.
I mean, this was going to be the same as always. It was going to be ketchup with the finale loss, which is such a kick in the dick. But they're like, you know what? No. We're going to close it out with a dub.
When I saw my parents at Santapio's, we were walking out to the car, and Ellen was like, gotta get the sweep tonight. I was like, they're not winning tonight. They don't win series finales. I was like, we're gonna lose tonight. We're gonna go into the podcast miserable, even though they took 3 out of fucking 4 and do ketchup and be pissed about it. But they swept. Longest winning streak of the season right now. Longest winning streak of the season. Wow. Holy shit.
Got to 4.
Okay. To the voting panel we go, and we're gonna start with none other than the Mick Man, Coley Mick.
So I traded out this as the easiest one of the year, and I completely agree with myself on that one. If you look at the hitters, there's a couple of guys who deserve some big packets. I think Willson always deserves packets. Durbin also deserves packets. Seigler, big packets for the kid. But when it's a 4-game sweep, if someone's not just like homering every day, I think it's real hard to give it to an offensive player. And I think it's real hard to give it to a single pitcher. Certainly not any of the bullpen guys come to mind, but I do think the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is the rotation. This is the most dominant rotation run I've genuinely ever seen. We've seen some real aces. We've seen some great number 2s. We've seen some real sturdy rotations throughout our life. I can't remember a time, and we talked about it earlier. It's been since well before any of us were born where they were putting up numbers like this. So I think the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP, not Delta, all the fucking idiots who tweeted that at me. It's the Clark. It's the rotation comfortably to me. Fuck you, Michael K.
You know what, Coley? I'm gonna be joining you here. The Red Sox rotation in this series, 4 games, all 4 were quality starts. 26 2/3 innings. They allowed 10 hits, just 3 earned runs. 3 earned runs the entire series, 6 walks to 28 strikeouts. It was a 1.01 ERA, 2.67 FIP, a 0.60 whip, and a 9.45 strikeouts per 9. They averaged in this series 6 2/3 innings. My vote for Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is the Red Sox rotation as well. Steven.
Yeah, love those votes. I'm going to keep consistent that I never vote for a group. I always vote for a human. I don't think I've ever voted for a non-human, but correct me on that, Garrett, if that's wrong. Packet to Sonny Gray. What a delight. It's a delight to watch Sonny Gray. That's the word. This year, watching him has been so delightful, and every time he's on the mound, I'm just like, yep, even if he gets in trouble, he's probably going to get out of it. He has had an incredible season. I hope he has a Sox hat on at the All-Star game. Packet to Durbin. He's been great, consistent. Glove, bat, he's doing it all. Packet to Bennett. Packet to Tolley. Packet to Michael K. He deserves a packet here for talking about the Yankees suck thing, and they sucked so bad this weekend. But the Red Sox had already guaranteed at least a split at this point coming into Saturday. And this guy was on the bump, and he gave the Red Sox extra juice. He gave them momentum heading into the finale. He's like, you guys got bennies. I'm going to make sure you get ketchup. This guy blows against the Boston Red Sox, and it is a beautiful thing to see. Mike Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is Gerrit Cole.
Wow. Gerrit Cole. Okay. See?
Yeah, I'm not going to make this too long. I agree with you and Coley. I'm rolling with the Red Sox rotation. I think they're front and center for everything that's going right. Just going to throw a packet to a couple guys that did not get mentioned. Masataka Yoshida, last two games of this series. Impressive to just see him look like a major league hitter again, because it's been a while since he's looked anything like that out there. Connor Wong, I'm going to throw a packet to as well. Had 2 RBIs in the first game he played in this series. Reached twice more today. And my last packet would be to Garrett Whitlock, who had 2 really good relief appearances in the series as well.
I mean, I feel like Jarren Duran needs a packet. Like, you have a fucking walk-off hit to
You can give him
the
one.
sweep. Yeah, I'm going to give Jarren Duran a packet. Durbin, Seigler. Willson Contreras gets a packet for the firing up, I guess, attempt.
The home run was a cock shot.
Yeah.
If we're going to go by that, maybe packets to those fans by the dugout. I don't know if we want to get crazy with it.
Yeah, maybe. It's been a
Next
while.
day, it's a walk-off.
Okay, to the panel we go. Chris Cotillo, for once in his fucking life. I said last chance. I didn't say who's your vote.
I thought he was
texted him,
gone.
I said last chance. I said last chance.
Okay.
And he voted for the Red Sox rotation. Yeah. TC, Caleb Durbin. OB, gimme Sogi. Willson Contreras.
Okay.
Jemai Webster. The Red Sox rotation. Lenny DiNardo did text me, but I believe he's on the audio, so I'm going to delete that.
Okay.
Will Middlebrooks had dinner reservations, so he's not on the audio. He went Red Sox rotation. Lou Merlone is not on the audio, sadly. Caleb Durbin. Actually, let me read you exactly what Lou said, because he had some commentary. Lou said, Durbin, dude dislocated his pinky and said, fuck it, I'm playing. That's what we need.
When he fell on his ass on that grounder hit at him and got back up and made the throw, that was a badass moment.
Yeah. The Ketchup Crew. Subscribe to our Patreon channel. Patreon.com/Section 10 Podcast, and you can vote for Clark's Ketchup Series MVP as part of it. One of the many things that you can do on the Section 10 Patreon. Caleb Durbin was the vote for Clark's Ketchup Series MVP as part of the Ketchup Crew. And now the Will Fleming audio submission, which features Lenny Eduardo DiNardo.
I mean, I know I say fuck on this podcast a lot, but legitimately, holy fucking shit. What a game. What a weekend. What a roller coaster ride with these Red Sox and Yankees. With Lenny DiNardo, a 4-game sweep, the best kind of drizzle possible. Are you fucking kidding me, Lenny?
Coming out of the gate strong, right? And what better time to win 4 in a row against your arch rival in Fenway Park, where they played lousy this year, to be honest. And coming off the absolute low point in the season, that Colorado trip where you should have swept them, you lose 2 games in that type of fashion. This is exactly what the Red Sox needed to do, go out and win this type of game in this type of fashion.
You know, I just love this shots of the guys bear hugging out on the infield after Duran is the hero. So many fucking guys contributed to this tonight and throughout the weekend. I'm probably going to do a little something different. And go with a group of guys for my Ketchup MVP rather than one single out. Because, I mean, look, Seigler has a case, Willson Contreras, animal. I love that he started the shit in this series, yelling at Will Warren and really starting to get guys going. Seigler the same way. I mean, he's unbelievable in terms of an igniter. Yoshida, the huge swing. Duran, the huge swing. There's so many people. But the cool thing about tonight, Lenny, is that it goes from the depths of despair, where we're we're all leaving here going, are you shitting me? Like, this is exactly what's gone wrong with this season. You're rolling along. You got a Sonny Gray near no-hitter. It goes the wrong way. And then to have the Yankees take a 4-2 lead, staring down the barrel to turn it around, that was just so much fucking fun.
I mean, so many guys contributed. You're right. You just went off a list right there. Don't forget Caleb Durbin. The first game of this series, this is a guy who taped his digits together in his bottom hand and went yard. I mean, that thing was facing in the wrong direction the day before, and he's in the lineup. So, yeah, this is a combined team effort. Guys picked each other up throughout this series, especially tonight. You know, Chapman hasn't been moving like a human being as of late, or he has been moving like a human being.
Like a normal one.
But he's an alien, right? But this is a guy who's an alien throughout his career, and what he's been for the Red Sox has been so valuable. But you picked him up as well. Even when he doesn't have his best stuff, you go out there and get it done on the field.
Shitty season. You've been a part of some of those. You've also been a part of a championship year. Is a series like this capable of bringing a group of guys together and turning the ship around?
Yeah, you look at last season. They went on a 10-game run right around this time, maybe a little bit before. 10-game run, that's exactly what this squad needs. And when you pitch this well, tonight they had their 11th straight quality start. Sonny Gray started it and ended it. He's bookending those outings. But when you pitch like that and you can go out and score average runs offensively, you're going to go out there and you're going to play good baseball. You're going to win a lot of games. So I think if they can continue with this type of approach at the plate, passing the baton, taking walks, and continue to pitch like this, why not? Why not go out there and string together some wins and series wins?
The other really cool thing about this series is that you got a lot of the guys that are enemies on the other side. I mean, Cam Schlittler's a local kid, but he's been so vocal talking shit to Red Sox fans. Jazz Chisholm is so often just a total clown on the field. And he cost him a couple times in this series. And then, of course, there's Gerrit Cole, who, I mean, the Red Sox just have his number. They live rent-free in his dome in this ballpark. So that it adds an extra layer of sort of schadenfreude. It's German night here, schadenfreude. All the guys that you don't love with the Yankees, you got a little bit of here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, getting to Gerrit Cole, once again, he does not like this stadium. He does not like facing the Red Sox. But, you know, Jazz Chisholm, what can you say? I mean, I haven't cussed yet, so fucking guy. Save it for him. And his freaking
that was
lollipops.
like Breslow.
No doubt about it. All right, Lenny, catch-up time. What do you got?
So for me, it's Seigler. I feel like what he's done so far for this Red Sox lineup, not only lineup, defensively too. The guy's a ball player. He's a gamer. He wants to be in that spot when the lights are brightest. He's come through so far. And he's also a young player with tons of energy. And that's a lightning rod that this clubhouse needs to go out there and continue to win games.
There are so many guys, so I'm not going to say this with any certainty. Because, I mean, Yoshida leads off the game against Cole with a home run. He has the big double tonight. I think he'll get some votes. Definitely Seigler deserves some love. And again, Durbin and all these guys getting hits left and right. Contreras was an absolute animal in this series. But it's a 4-game sweep. And if you win 3 of 4, you can't pick one pitcher. You can't pick the other. But this is 4 games where the Red Sox each night did not allow a hit through fucking 4 innings. And so for me, on a glorious, glorious weekend at Fenway, the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is the Red Sox motherfucking starting rotation.
It's correct. It's correct, Will Fleming. The Boston Red Sox rotation takes down a very well-earned, hard-fought-for, super impressive Clark's Ketchup Series MVP in a 4-game sweep of the Louisiana Balloons at a time when their offense is one of the worst to ever do it. The team's one of the worst to ever do it. But that did not stop this rotation from nearly throwing 4 no-hitters in the series.
The Red Sox rotation joins the one-timers list for this season of Connolly Early, Willie Abreu, Cedon Rafaela, and Caleb Durbin.
Okay. It's the correct pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the correct pick.
Since the day Garrett Crochet went down, the Red Sox are second in all of baseball in ERA, 3.38.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
We don't need that. That guy sucks. We don't need him.
Dude.
Shout out to Lenny. That was such a Breslow-coded fuck. These fucking guys.
Yeah, they did it.
I do want to ask you guys, that moment with Breslow and Buchholz, it was almost like we caught Breslow being human and they like freaked out and they're like, hey, stop it.
But like Clay looked hammered, like he was having a great time, and like it was an interesting situation. That's all I'm saying.
Do you remember that Kanye gif? He was at like a Cavs game or something where he's laughing and then he gets all serious. That was exactly what happened in that booth. They were like, wait, we have to be robots. We have to look at our iPad, and that's literally all we can do. I feel like Buckles, and I don't have John Boy's skills of reading the lips, but like he did something funny there. He was doing an impersonation of somebody. I don't know what was going on.
I never saw those two guys as being friends. I don't know why. Obviously, they're both pitchers, but they just seem like different personalities. You know, Clay very country.
I can't imagine Craig can have very many conversations that are being.
They looked like they were having the times of their life.
Yeah.
What did it look like, Jared? That like Breslow was saying to Clay?
He's like, hey, motherfucker, check out these fucking stats, man. Look at this. We got Vorp Sorp and Dingle Dots. And
Dingle Dots. Check out his Dingle Dots.
That's when Clay's eyes open really wide.
Yeah, he.
I do wonder the delay because, like, I think they have the screen of the broadcast next to him. I couldn't tell, but it did kind of look like they were aware that they were on towards the end. They're like, nope, act normal. Don't be funny.
Right.
Dingle Dots.
I hope we get the hiring announcement tomorrow for Clay.
To do what?
I don't know. Anything. Hire a guy.
Keep him in the box. I don't know.
Hire a couple.
Yeah. He's just like the guy that's like supposed to teach Craig how to just be a normal dude.
Yeah, they keep Craig normal guy in the suite.
He's the interpreter. He's the English to English interpreter. That would make sense. That'd be a great job.
That's a good call. Yeah.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Stop and Shop supermarkets have a major announcement. We repeat, don't shop for your groceries anywhere else.
Yeah, Stop and Shop. Yeah, Stop and Shop.
And what's great about these tangerines, look how easy they peel. Just like that. And loaded, loaded with nutritional value.
Yeah, Stop and Shop.
Double kill.
What's better than having to Stop and Shop, getting it done for all of you?
The Stop and Shop look ahead is brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right now. You get 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop. You use the promo code section 10. Connor, our researcher for the Stop and Shop look ahead, is on vacation. I think he's gone for like 2 weeks. Enjoy your life, man. So yeah, I'm just going to throw some shit out right here. The Red Sox are facing the Washington Nationals at Fenway Park for a 3-game series, which begins Monday. At 7:10 p.m., you're going to get Miles Michaelis versus Ranger Suarez. You are going to get Cade Cavalli versus Connolly Early, and then Andrew Alvarez up against Peyton Tolley for a nice little Fenway matinee, a 1:35 start on Wednesday to wrap that series up before the Red Sox head out on the West Coast once again. Miles Michaelis is 2-6 with a 5.24 ERA. Ranger Suarez is 3-3 with a 2.83 ERA. Cade Cavalli is 4-4 with a 4 ERA. Connolly Early is 7-5 with a 3.59. Andrew Alvarez is 1-1 with a 3.44. And Peyton Tolley is 4-5 with a 4-5 with a 2.78 ERA.
Sheesh.
When I look ahead, it's a wind up day. If you don't listen to what Steve says, even then you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather look ahead. Brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
You chew them with your mouth, Steve.
You chew them with your mouth, Jared. The Red Sox host the Washington Nationals at A&B for a 3-game set. It is the last time the Sox are at Fenway until July 17th. They got a good stretch here on the road, and then maybe 1 or 2 of them in Philly. Game 1, Monday, 7:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 72 degrees. It is sunny, a 2% chance of rain, 7-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards the Green Monster. Game 2 is Tuesday, 7:10. I just want to say I love being back to 7:10. It just feels like we're back. Like this is what baseball is. Yeah, everybody's out. No more excuses. Oh, it's too late. We got the pitch clock. They never get out too late. 7:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 81 degrees, mostly cloudy, 7% chance of rain, 14-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to center. Game 3, Wednesday, series finale. They're actually giving away a Red Sox soccer jersey, little World Cup vibes there, as Team USA, I believe on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, is playing their round of 32 game. I think it's right when we're recording. I don't know if there's any wiggle room there. Probably not. 1:35 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 90 degrees.
Jesus Christ, Steve. Come on, man.
Get this one. Feels like 97.
No.
For this. What the hell is that? I will not be at this game. Mostly sunny, 1% chance of rain, 11-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to center. I actually might to get that jersey. Whatever. Very nice weather for the last series at Fenway until after the All-Star break. That is your weather look ahead, as always, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
What fucking jersey is it?
It's a cool little, like, it might be one of the last, like, good giveaways of the year. They always stack them earlier in the season when it's still cold and rainy, but it's a Red Sox kind of World Cup soccer USA theme deal going on. Looks pretty cool.
I know a pretty good jersey that they're going to be giving
it might be
away
one
in
nice
September.
giveaway coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's going to be better than this. I guarantee you that.
Did you ever get that, what's buddy's name? Darth Maul?
Oh, yeah.
Sea Dogs jersey? Yeah, go pull that up.
It just came in.
Yeah, let's see it. You get that shit on eBay, motherfucker? Yeah, let's see that shit. A Sea Dogs Darth Maul. I wish I was a Star Wars guy. I texted Bob Fox and I was like, I don't know why it came across my algorithm, but I started seeing a bunch of like Darth Vader content and I was like, this guy seems pretty cool. Feel like I'd be into Darth Vader. And
troublesome.
Go anime, man.
Nah.
All right.
There you go.
There we
yeah,
go. We got the Darth Maul Sea Dogs. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good here. Sea Dogs on the side.
Sea Dogs, yeah.
Not that bad.
Nope.
And on the other side, ooh, this is sick. I'm just seeing this for the first time.
What does that say? That's Darth Maul, right? Darth Maul.
Let me put it on my microphone.
Quick Maul.
First.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably sounded terrible. And then we got 10.
Oh, nice.
For
show section 10.
Ooh. Section 10, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a couple Sea Dogs jerseys pulled up right here. And I'm trying to decide which one I want. Like I want the
They're not
blue.
that expensive. They're not super pricey. I think I spent like $50 on this.
There's a red one that just like looks super clean. But then I really like the blue one, but it's too much like the jersey of the summer, like the Pedro and the Nomar, like the blue. Sure. But it's Sea Dogs, and it's like, is it too much of the same that I already have? Like, should I go with the red Sea Dogs? I don't know. What would you do, Coley?
I pretty much always go red over blue, so I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Yeah. The other thing too is the blue jersey. The blue jersey is the V-neck, which I like, and then the red is like the button to like here. The red is number 10. The blue is number 13, which is my number.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a blue 13. I didn't see a red 13, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a game-used Portland Sea Dogs BP alternate jersey.
Okay, not bad.
Do we know who 13 was?
13, nope.
What year was it?
No idea.
All right, well.
Could have been anybody, I guess. It's game used Alex Rodriguez Sea Dogs jersey.
Felt like A-Rod, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Roberto Pedagini jersey.
Well, Hanley.
That's honestly what popped into my mind. But I don't think he wore 2, right? Back then?
Who?
Yeah.
Right.
Hanley.
Yeah, he was 2.
That's correct.
They're also not selling jerseys that are that old, I wouldn't think. Like I feel like I remember that mall one. That was 2 years ago, maybe. Like was Meyer 10 in Portland? T? Or was he in the 30s?
Remember. I have this like number blindness issue. I knew a couple people at work that could like tell you the number of every player overtime. I can't remember anyone. Number 18 for Meyer in Portland.
Okay. It's not him.
Whatever. Prediction time, Tyler.
Yeah, I was kind of just diving through here looking at the probables. Miles Michaelis absolutely sucks ass. There's no reason why we shouldn't hit him. Cade Cavalli, I actually really do like. I think he's an underappreciated arm. Andrew Alvarez has started to get stretched out a little bit. Good lefty, but not going super deep into games. Phillies have taken, or excuse me, the Nationals have had some brutal fucking losses this month. Phillies absolutely tortured them. But they did take 2 out of 3, I believe, from the Orioles this last series. Give me 2 out of 3 for the Red Sox. I think they stay hot. You got Suarez and Toley early, even with some of the struggles he had in that first game, was able to get by. I know they have a great offense. I know they're first in runs scored. I think the Red Sox are just building a little momentum right now. Give me 2 out of 3.
That's scary. Coley.
I was worried about how Toley ended that start. Like how dead tired he was. They really need this off day coming up on Thursday.
He was sick.
But I mean, he was cruising before that. James Woods coming to Fenway Park.
Yeah.
I expect a little loud coming off of that bat. I don't know. It's still the Red Sox at Fenway. Like, these 4 wins are awesome. They tried their fucking damnedest to lose the last one. This is a real offense. Good, like, still a real pitching staff, but we can't have these defensive miscues. I'm going to go 1 out of 3 for the Sox.
Jesus Christ. Steven?
Yeah, to the Sox at Fenway Point, these are the 2 worst home records in baseball, the Red Sox and the Nationals. The tough part is that the Nationals are not playing at home in this series because they're at Fenway. The Nats are tied for the 2nd most road wins in baseball this year. That is absolutely crazy. Let's get that home record up. Let's keep it going. 4 in a row at home. I honestly thought there's a chance that would never happen all season, so let's try to make it 5, maybe 6. I'm going to go Red Sox taking 2 out of 3.
Wow. I think they get swept. That would be the most 2026 Boston Red Sox thing to ever happen. You sweep the Yankees 4 games at home. We're talking playoff odds. We're talking getting fucking Crochet back and, hey, hold the phone, Craig. Maybe bye. Nope. Swept by the Nats. Yeah. Someone just told me that I've been unbearable this year. I mean, yeah, the fucking team's, but where have you been, brother? Team's been unbearable. It would be the most Red Sox thing of all time to sweep the Yankees in 4 and then go out there and just get dildo plastered in front of your home fans. I hope they win, though. I do want that on the record. I hope they win all the games. I hope they win them all. I hope they never lose a game again.
Same.
But I feel like I've got my finger on the pulse of this operation. As Lou Merlone said, they are allergic to momentum. And I feel like winning this series would be momentum. Bro. I hope they brought their EpiPen. Yeah, see what I did there? You know what an EpiPen is, Steve?
Yeah. What's the relation to the series?
Allergic to momentum.
Yeah, allergic to
momentum. Oh, there you go. Yep.
Yeah,
put it together. It's late.
It is 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I feel like I'm talking worse than usual.
Perfect. Final thought, T?
Miguel Blaze. This was awesome the last couple days. Listen, I'm not saying I believe, but like the 2026 Red Sox, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it right now. Just looking at the last 3 games for Miguel Blaze, the power stroke has really came back. 4 home runs in 3 games this month. He's hitting 276, 345, 553. If you want to know how bad things have gotten with Miguel Blaze, how low the stock has gone, he's number 43 on Sox prospects at one point. This is a guy Alex Spear wrote an article about 3 years ago saying, Ronald Acuna Jr., you heard of him? Well, the next one's on the Boston Red Sox. I'm sitting here. Am I hopeful that this is the Blaze we're going to get moving forward? No, but he's starting to show some life at AA. He is going to be a Rule 5 guy, so I think the best case scenario is he shows a little bit right now, and you can probably flip him for something at the deadline, or at least he's part of a package. Almost. I guess when they trade 3 or 4 Rule 5 guys like they did a couple years ago, and they end up acquiring these like fringy Luis Garcia type relievers. That's probably where he factors in, but it's better than nothing. So shout out Miguel Blaze for showing some form of life when I think the entire world thought he was dead. Oh, and Smitty, Christopher Smith, reported that Franklin Arias is not being promoted this week. So if you're still holding out hope and clinging to that, find something else to live for.
Steven?
Damn it. I'm glad you told me that because I was only living for that. Section10merch.com for the best merch on the planet. We are down to 1 park, folks, for the merch map in 2026. It is Dinky Doo Park in Sacramento. Sign up for the Section 10 Patreon for incredible bonus content every single week. Read the T. Bennett article that he put out this evening. That is patreon.com/Section10podcast. And if you want to donate to help support relief funds after the Venezuela earthquake, we tweeted a link on Saturday with the Willson Contreras quote card. The link itself is redsoxfoundation.org/donate/#relief. I know that's a mouthful there, but credit to the Red Sox, credit to all the Venezuelan players.
Link in bio.
There we go. Boom. Link in bio. But yeah, credit to all the Red Sox players and Venezuelan players that have really gone out of their way this weekend to make it as clear as possible that this is massively impacting where they're from and the people that they love. So if you can give back and help out, that would be great.
It's a great final thought, Steven.
Thank you.
Coley, your final thought?
Credit to David Ortiz too. Just like when you need a serious speech of any kind, just call him and he's going to nail it literally every time. I don't know that he's capable of giving a bad speech. I see why the Bruins want him to wave the flag after he got shot. Happy birthday, baby Kane.
Happy birthday, baby Kane,
yeah.
man. Yeah. Big birthday yesterday.
Well,
There's
2 days
going to
ago
be
now.
a fiesta.
Yeah.
From what I understand. The fiesta, I do believe my family will be in another country, and I said, Baby Kane's birthday celebration, I'm not going to be in another country for Baby Kane's birthday celebration. I'm kind of like mulling over some birthday ideas for Baby Kane in terms of like, I feel like my go-to, like my 4-seam fastball has been Big Shark.
Huge Shark.
I can't do Big Shark this year. For Baby Kane's first birthday, I did do a big
Shark.
Signed Pedro Martinez framed piece.
It's in his room. It hangs proudly in his room.
I feel like I kind of gotta go somewhere in the same realm for the terrible
Manny?
twos. Nah.
Oh, Xander.
Yeah.
He is too.
IKF.
Justin Turner.
That's when he's 6.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I feel like my godson has to have a theme to his gifts so that by the time he's like old enough to appreciate it, he's like, he did it again. He did it again, this guy. Yeah.
He's just itching for that 34th birthday. He's like,
yeah.
To Bucky Jones jersey. What the fuck?
I do fear he's going to get to a certain age and just be like, "Oh, thanks, Dad." He'll just think it was Coley this whole time, and it's like, no. This was me. I know this stuff's in your room. This was me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to really get creative on this one, but I'll pull
Coley
through.
has mentioned in the past with this show, it's like, why am I spending all this money on stuff before they even have thoughts and can remember anything, which I think is valid.
Well, some of these things, well, at least my gifts will stand the test of time. Big Shark, signed Pedro, and the full set of Topps cards from the year that he was born.
Yeah.
Those last forever.
It's in a box. It's already packed. But yeah, that thing is intact. I would never open that.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe I'll just do the set every year then.
I think the year it's born is sick. I don't know that I'm not going to store all these boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Well,
I can't hang those up on the wall as easily.
Yeah, that's true. I would say like 45% of the gifts that I've bought your kids don't ever see the light of day because they're like I go out of my way to make them obnoxiously like large, like take up space.
No, they played with the Princess Castle thing like during a snowstorm.
Ball pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That got broken out once, but we again had balls already, so those stayed in the box.
Needed
like
the.
4
I got
boxes.
two cases of extra.
Yeah, you never know.
Ball pit balls.
When you're gonna open a Chuck E. Cheese, you just never know when you're gonna do that. So, no, everything else, other than the cards, which shouldn't be opened, has been opened or placed on display, like the Pedro jersey. Nothing. The Big Shark. The Big Shark's always on display.
Mm-hmm.
Fallon now has a Big Shark as well.
Yep. There was a big shark at the aquarium.
Massive shark.
Just saying. Might have to go back and get it.
I mean, Noah, we already have the Big Sharks, though.
Sailor does not have a big shark.
Well, she hasn't done anything lately.
Did anything big shark worthy?
No.
You had the same line about Willier Abreu like last episode.
Huh?
That's exactly how we talked about Willier Abreu last episode.
And was I wrong?
No, I'm not hating.
I can't wait to see the fucking errors my daughter makes in a few days.
I'm just saying, Coley's very fair. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that everybody?
Not you.
I don't have anything to say, I don't think.
Hell yeah.
I usually don't really have a final thought.
Usually,
I guess my final thought, the whole nothing happened thing with Duran, nothing happened. If something did happen, people would have gotten mad, but he said nothing happened and people still got mad. I think people are just looking to take it out on him because he's had a bad year. He's had a bad season. He'd be the first to tell you that he had a bad season. Nothing happened.
I didn't care about that at all.
No, I didn't. It wasn't even worth a tweet to me. No.
Players should be able to respond to people being like chirping them. That has never bothered me.
I'm sure it happens far more often than we realize.
Apparently, Sedon got into it with someone in center field tonight.
Oh, that person.
If Sedon's getting into it with somebody, then
yeah, that person needs to go.
Yeah. What'd they say to him, T?
I don't know. Zach Cox. I don't know if he's still at Nesson, but he used to be. Had the tweet.
Love Zach. Good dude.
Great dude. Yeah. All right. We'll be back Wednesday night, Thursday morning for you guys to wrap up the 3-game sweep of the Boston Red Sox at the hands of the Washington Nationals. And we'll get right back to that trade deadline talk. Your regularly scheduled punt season discourse. Looking forward to it. Ba-doop, doop, doop.
Buenas noches, amigos.